so you know they sound like Brooklyn Bridges. V-Dub defending the Brooklyn Block Party, claps and double digits. Got the Barclays clicking, the whole block is with it. Up a lot on the table, now we coming to get it. The shook one's gone, we too Brooklyn strong. Can't stop, won't stop from the Brooklyn block. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, 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 B-R-O-O-K, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. Okay, we well. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Head hit. Cam Thomas.
Just give me the ball, I'm fitting to score next. My J is all net, me and Jay just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. Can we go hard on Brooklyn? That's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Make sure watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. It's been between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as Shamsu, and when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a FanDuel. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N, B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
When you establish a culture, that's what you do every day. That creates one thing that is your identity. Alright, that's how you are seen by other people. If you work really hard and get 1% better every day, you're a competitive group. That means that you fight.
Oh, what a move by Sharp!
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y.
Yo, what up, what up? It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Y'all know what's up. I'm here back at it, you know what I'm saying? Talking basketball with y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want you to know that I appreciate every one of y'all. Shout to Quest One, shout to Cottage 81, shout to my guy Jelly Yo, shout to Player One, shout to Ice, shout to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Again, shout to Ice, the tip off of Brooklyn Nets podcast. Subscribe to his podcast, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Subscribe to his podcast. And yeah, man. That's what's up, man. Subscribe to Cottage 81 podcast too. You know what I'm saying? We out here. So basically, when watching the game, what I will say is I was surprised Jalen Wilson was hooping. I was kind of mad that Zion Williams was injured. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him out there. Oh, another thing too. I know y'all be sending super chats. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Leaf, because Leaf be sending me the most super chats. But I know y'all be sending me super chats, but don't send me no more super chats. I'm at it with YouTube because, you know what I mean? I don't know what they doing. You know what I mean? They were supposed to pay me. They ain't pay me. Shout out to YouTube. There's no disrespect to YouTube, but you know, I'm going through a discrepancy right now. You feel what I'm saying? So that being said, just cash at me. If y'all are gonna show love through through super chats, send it through Cash App. But when you send it through Cash App, put a question next to it, just like it's a super chat, and I could read the question, and you know what I'm saying, we could make a conversation. But yeah, man, we at 860 subscribers, man. We trying to go up, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see me, man. Y'all see what I'm doing. But without further ado, man, we gonna get to it. You know, we gonna get to this a nice game. And without saying, now basically, Jalen Wilson had one of the better nights. I ain't seen him play this good in a minute. Cam Johnson, again, I seen he could have been clutch late in situations. He wasn't clutch. I seen Claxton get some good rebounds tonight. I'm breezing through this so I can get to throw the link in the chat. Y'all know that. So we could all talk. Tyrese Martin, I wanted to see him do more. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If he 3 for 6 at the 3-point line and he 3 for 7 for field goals, I don't understand why he's not taking more shots. I don't like that Cameron Johnson took 17 shots, Jalen Wilson took 12 shots, and Tyrese Martin took 7 shots. I don't like the fact that Tyrese Martin wasn't like, even with seeing him on the court and then putting him on the 3-point line, I see him play 2 roles. Again, player development season. I see them when they let him get the ball more, but I can't ignore what Keon Johnson was doing. I know that y'all want to call him Neon Keon, Jay calling him KJ. Yo, call him. Y'all can give him nicknames, man. The way he hooping out here, I can't deny that he really playing great basketball. He was 7 for 14, 3 for 8 at the 3-point line. He missed 2 free throws, which I thought he was going to make. I seen the game. 4 rebounds. This gets ignored. This gets ignored a lot. He does really well with rebounds as a guard, and he pushes the break. All of the stuff that y'all was saying about Ben Simmons, what we want Ben Simmons to do, exactly what Keon Johnson is doing. Don't tell me that he ain't, because he is. And on top of that, I ain't hear none of y'all mention that. I ain't hear none of y'all mention his rebounds. Look at his stats. This is one game where he had 4 rebounds. The other game, he had like 8 rebounds. You talk about pushing the break. That's Jordy Fernandez telling him that's what we need. That's the kind of offense that I want to run. Before we get down court, that's the second option. The second option is to set up a play at half court play. You don't understand what I'm saying? That's the second option. The first option is to push the break. See if we can score the ball. If we score the ball, we score the ball. We keep the defense on their toes. And that's what we was doing for some of the game. But again, I understand what it is. Thank you very much. The H is silent. But this team got an identity. This team got a identity. They tough, they gritty, and there's no leadership on the floor when you got Cam Johnson. And that's what we saying, Cam Johnson, from fair to play. Like, Cam Johnson, you good. You're a good player, but you don't show leadership. Like, you lack leadership when you out there on the court. Like, yeah, you be taking the most important shot, but I think it's something there. I can see you trying to get that leadership, but you don't got it yet, bro. I'm not saying you can't get it. I'm not saying you can't lead this team. I'm saying that, like, far as being a veteran on the team, that's what's kind of expected from you as a player. So you feel what I'm saying? So I don't want you to think that this is how you say, this is stab at you, for lack of better words, because it's not. But I'm saying I see the attempt, and I like the attempt. I said all that to say I like the attempt, but it's something missing. It's something else you got to do. I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of the game. I'm just watching the game. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Cam Johnson. But, yeah, man, Keon Johnson looked like he get aggressive when it's time for a bucket. I'm not going to lie. He looking like he want to lead the team. He ain't never going back to the G League. That's all mamas. Now, I don't know. I can't say that. I don't take it that far. But what I will say is he play like he ain't never going back to the G League. The G League, you don't know what I've been through. You don't know how much I had to struggle and get here. You don't know what it is for. Yeah, you hear all about these stars and how they got NBA contracts. You don't know I was making $40,000 last year. Huh? You don't know how I had to grind. Huh? You know what it is to make $40 for something you love and you stay with it and then you get an NBA contract. Now I'm a millionaire. What? Stop it. Stop playing with him, man. Don't play with him. Yo, man, shout out to the chat. Maxwell Lewis, cold tonight. Trendon Watford, you hear the color commentators, they like, yeah, they're going to give Trendon Watford the ball on the post because that's how he was getting us last game. You know, they Pacer color commentators. So they, you know what I'm saying? Talking jazz and shit. But yeah, man. Oh, man. Clowney 2 for 10, 1 for 6. What's up with the Clowney? What's up with that? Clowney, what you doing? Stop doing that. I said, damn, he did it again. No, don't do that. Don't do that. No. We watching you. We rooting for you, Clowney. Come on, man. Come on. All right, I'm a fallback. Shout out to you, Clowney. Now I'm saying it's Big Fan Breezy salute. Sharp looking quiet out there. 3 rebounds, mediocre, medium game, 2 assists. I make light of it. I don't know. I like Clax. I like Clax with the dump off to, I think, what was that? Jalen Wilson for the short pass in the paint. That was a good pass. Excuse me. Tyrese Martin 5 assists. Yeah, all those passes you was doing, I don't like it. I don't like Tyrese Martin as a playmaker. No, let him shoot the ball. That shit annoying. See him shoot. I don't like he the best shooter on the court. Why they got him passing the ball? I'm not with it. 9 points, 5 assists. That's not his game. When we doing the player development season, you see them doing 2 things, this and that in their game, and trying to, add this and add that. Him adding the playmaking aspect of it, I don't like it. Let him get to the cup. If they gotta guard his 3-pointer. And when they do, he could pump fake, put it on the floor. Yeah, he could find guys with the assist there, but his main action should be trying to score the ball. He should be trying to score the ball. 7 shots when Cam Johnson got 17 and Jalen Wilson got more. He just started getting busy. You just started getting busy. You get more shots than him? And you only got 4 more points with 5 more shots. This is the player. This is we listen. We don't judge. We just watching Jordy Fernandez. Hopefully, he's listening to the podcast because he know we care. Because he know we care. What we talking about? Yeah, man. Yeah, well, and again, y'all know I love talking about being under the 3-point line, and I seen that in Trended Warfare. And the color commentators, they mentioned it. I don't even want to talk about the Pacers. I'm just skip that part. Y'all can talk about the Pacers when y'all pull up. Because I'm about to throw the link in the chat, but I wanted to. Oh, they didn't let me do it? What? I had an article to read y'all. I put it in the private chat. It ain't there. Say what? Okay, I got it. Let me try again. Damn. Basically, it was Nets Daily. Hold on, shit. Let me mute up and all that. I gotta do something. We cooking with hot grease. All right, so I'm gonna read this, then I'm gonna throw the link in the chat because I thought it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? That fan stuff. So, yo, what up, Big Fan Breezy? Nah, it's only one me, man. It's only one me. But that's me. So it's like, let me not go too far into this. Let's see. Where we at with it? Here we go. Yes, sir. Yeah. There we go. All right, let's get to it. ESPN, Brooklyn Nets ranked 4th in rebuild rankings with couple years timelines. Couple of years. They even put couple of years in quotation marks. So you know what Big Fan Breezy gonna do? Big Fan Breezy gonna put that right there. Let me put that on your mind right there. Couple of years. When you look at the word couple means two. And I believe when they start from a couple, they're talking about from the 2025 season to the 2026 season, then the 2026 season to the 2027 season. By 2027, they should be ready to compete. We should be ready to compete because the fans count. Now, we finna get into this article. Brooklyn Nets ranked 4th in rebuild rankings with a couple years timeline. Jordi Fernandez gets top billing in rebuild, but Nets will need lottery luck or a big star to accelerate things. Says who? Hold on, let me read that again. I can't believe my eyes. Jordi Fernandez gets top billing in rebuild, but Nets will need lottery luck or a big star to accelerate things? Lottery luck. How much of it is luck when you got fans like me and Iceman and Leaf? This is JTV, Easy, all of the net fan content creators, all in the draft, getting busy, knowing which one we should pick, what it fit, what's the best player, all of that, doing work. All they gotta do is watch the podcast, Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog, and watch all the other content creators' podcasts, and they're gonna know what's up with the what's up. Talking about lottery luck. This ain't luck. The fans do work. Yeah, it might be some luck. It might be some luck. All right, we finna get into this article. It say, in a new feature, ESPN ranks 11 teams on the road to rebuild based on a number of parameters from draft picks, including tradable ones, cap space, and even players under the age of 25. The analysis authored by Tim Bontemps, but based on input from a number of insiders, ranks the Brooklyn Nets 4th. The position valued by last April's hiring of Jordi Fernandez as head coach in a wealth of building blocks. I said a wealth. Tap that like button. Tap that like button for a wealth of building blocks. This podcast been told, all I've been focused on is player development. And in player development, you have building blocks. Tap the like button, chat. But execution, opportunity, and of course, some luck will likely determine a lot of what happens next. Bottom line, per Bontemps, is that the team's surprise and success that season may slow things down, but there's always the possibility of one big move changing the timeline from a couple of years to an immediate return to the playoffs. Let me read that again to slow it down. Bottom line, per Bontemps. Who was Bontemps? We gotta holler at Bontemps. What up, Bontemps? Bottom line, per Bontemps, is that the team's surprising success this season. Surprising success? They call it what the Brooklyn Nets doing the success in a surprising one? Why? Did Big Fan Breezy say it was a success to have the player development the focal point on this season? Did it not contribute to the conversation mentioning Tyrese Martin and how I'd rather him a shot creator than a playmaker? Again, let me just talk my shit. I'm finna throw the link in the chat. The analysis authored by Tim Bontemps based on input from a number of insiders ranks the Brooklyn Nets 4th, their position valued by last April's hiring of Jordi Fernandez. Shout out to Big Ox and the Sacramento King fans. We're in the county of Kings. It just makes sense. hiring Jordy Fernandez as head coach in the wealth of building blocks. Player development. Equivalent, wealth of building blocks, equivalent to team surprise and success. You put these together, they talking about player development without saying, in other words, right? Okay. Bottom line per Bontemps is that the team's surprise and success this season may slow things down, but there's always the possibility of one big move. Always the possibility of one big move, changing the timeline from a couple of years to a immediate return to the playoffs. I don't know if I like the sound of this. I don't know if this sounds like a good thing or a bad thing. I gotta talk to the guys. I'm fitting to throw the link in the chat. I want to finish this article. I don't know what you're trying to stir up, Bontemps. Immediate return. What about that 2026 draft pick, Bontemps? You got LBL and other content creators, other Nets fans talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's an important draft, Bontemps. What is you saying? You trying to tell me that the free agency is more important to the Brooklyn Nets than the 2026 draft, Bontemps? Hold it down. Hold it down, slow it down, and hold it down. All right. In response to the ultimate question, estimated return to relevance, Bontemps writes, a couple of years unless the Nets put the pedal to the floor this summer and acquire star 2 via trade. Trade who? You better not say it. In that case, Brooklyn return to the playoffs could be immediate in a conference with plenty of room for another contender. Like a number of pundits, the ESPN insiders lay out what the Nets possess going forward, the large number of draft picks, 31 in all, 15 first. Lord, the basketball, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not going to say it. But that's a lot of capital. That's a lot of draft capital. Let me slow it down. The large number of draft picks, 31 in all, 15 firsts and 16 seconds, as well as tradable picks, 13 tradable picks. What picks are you talking about? I said trade 2031, 2030, 2029, trade all those picks. They say, oh no, what about? Nah, what do you mean, what about? What you mean, what about? What about what? As well as tradable picks and off-season cap space, an estimated $45 million. I don't know why I felt like saying million like that. The number of tradable picks is one higher than real GM estimated earlier this month, while the cap space is a bit less. That number will remain fluid until Sean Marks and company start making moves. ESPN also points to the number of players under 25. ESPN also points to the number of players under 25. 9. We have 9 players under 25. And number of players on rookie scale contracts, 5. What 5? Jalen Wilson, Noah Clowney, Derek Whitehead, Daron Sharp, Cam Thomas. Those 5? Okay. Then there's the strategy. I should have just skipped that to get to this. What's the strategy? Then there's the strategy. When the Nets traded Mikal Bridges to the rival New York Knicks for a heap of draft picks and then sent a few others to the Houston Rockets in exchange for the rights to Brooklyn's previously traded picks in 2025 and 2026, the plan was clear. Sink to the bottom for 2 seasons. Recap re-up the awards of 2 consecutive deep drafts, then try to turn things around. So far, though, the Nets haven't quite sunk far enough. With the impressive coaching of Jordi Fernandez currently leaving Brooklyn sitting in the middle of the lottery. I gotta say, all the Nets fans were right. They had the fans like me understanding what Jordi Fernandez was doing. He was doing impressive coaching. They said nothing about the talent in him. The first player I think they mentioned is Mikal Bridges. He and Nick played talking about the trade. This was all about Jordi Fernandez. And again, I ride this momentum of the franchise knowing it's not just about the talent. Because when the talent came in here and it was just about the talent and not the coach, y'all seen, I'm not going to sing that song tonight. But Nets fans know what I'm talking about. Right? So we continue. And whether it was working, which is where managerial skill and some luck comes in. Hiring Jordi Fernandez can be seen only as success for Brooklyn. Only as success for Brooklyn. Period. Coaching, though, can take you only so far in the NBA. I cannot deny that. I gotta keep it real with you. I feel the fans when they saying that. I'm with y'all. Let's continue. Y'all know I'm finna throw the link in the chat. Hold it down. The Nets are short on talent, which has been by design. Between all of their draft picks and cap space, the Nets have a lot of options. But for a franchise that hasn't had a single lottery pick since moving to Brooklyn in 2012, it all starts with some lottery luck in a couple of months. It's smelling like a top 3 pick. You smell it? Do my Nets fans smell it? It's smelling like a top 3 pick. Hold it down. Tap the like button. All that data and analysis leads to ESPN to rank Brooklyn behind 3 other teams: the San Antonio Spurs, Charlotte Hornets, and Washington Wizards. The worldwide leader doesn't add points for the attractiveness of the market, something that could help Brooklyn in a disgruntled superstar decides he wants out of his contract. What? The worldwide leader doesn't add points for the attractiveness of the market, something that could help Brooklyn if a disgruntled superstar decides he wants out of his contract. This is one of these stars on the team, maybe Anthony Edwards. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know even why he even said that. You know what I'm saying? Because, Cam Thomas not getting traded. I know y'all probably was thinking that. So, no, let me just stop that right now. Cam Thomas was wrong point if Ant-Man was it. And the only reason why I say Ant-Man, because, you know what I'm saying, he said some things in the media about his team that he currently play with. He's seen Cat get traded. Let me just keep going. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, he says, of course, as even both teams et al. Note, there are a lot of caveats to the whole exercise. And editors note states, our rebuild rankings are not based on where rosters stand right now, but rather look at each team's rebuilding strategy and path to contention. Detroit, for example, is in the midst of its best season in a generation behind all-star guard Cade Cunningham. But that doesn't mean the Pistons are in a better position for long-term contention than teams such as the Jazz or Washington Wizards. Huh? 2 teams fighting for the worst record, but with far better avenues to improve. Whatever. There are currently other factors to consider, like ownership's willingness to spend injuries to key players and whether the team scouts and draft night decision makers get it right. In the meantime, we wait. Just how long remains a mystery. All right, so y'all see what it is, man. So, we gonna see. We gonna see what it is. Oh, Nets Press in the building. People's in the building. Joey BK86 in the building. I was reading the article the entire time. I didn't even see the chat. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody in the comments. But this article is pretty accurate, man. I definitely want to get, y'all hear how I feel about it. So it is what it is. I ultimately think that I agree with it. It could only be a good thing. It could only be a good thing with I thought I threw the link in the chat. I just threw it in the chat. It could only be a good thing with Jordy Fernandez coaching, man. I can't be mad at his coaching, man. I can't, man. Wow. It's vital. And the talent is more important. Gotta say that. Yo, Eskimo, what's good?
Yo, what's good?
Shit, talking basketball. You already. You heard you was listening to it?
Yeah. I was here. I heard a little article.
Yeah, let's get to that article right now. I mean, shout your podcast out first.
Yo, y'all know where to find me. Iceman the Dawn on Twitter. You can follow the podcast, The Tip Off, on Brooklyn Nets podcast on YouTube. You heard?
Yeah. I'm tapping into that podcast.
Hey, Breeze.
Like that podcast. What up, John? I like how you got the joint with Leaf. I like that joint too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta watch more of it though. I didn't watch it front to back yet, but I seen the clip. Shout to those clips you be making too, man. You be busy with those clips.
I be trying to put out that content. You know what I mean?
Nah, you doing it, bro. I gotta acknowledge that. I wouldn't be me if I didn't. I see you out there. You doing good basketball work, man. Facts.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. But what you thought about the article, man? I thought it was a big article. I thought it was. They pretty much said what the strategy was, and we can start there, Ice. We don't have to go from top to bottom and whatnot. You know what I mean? That's me doing the work. But this the part I want you to agree or disagree. Just your thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, the strategy, right here. I'll read it for you, and then did you hear me read it already?
I think I heard you.
Okay, so and it's right here, so we can look at it too.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. That's when they said about having the draft picks and waiting for a starter ask out. Is it that part?
It's the part. It says when the Nets traded Mikal Bridges to the Knicks, and got their picks back from the Rockets. And we got our picks for 2025 and 2026 back. The plan was clear. Sink to the bottom for 2 seasons. Reap the rewards of 2 consecutive deep drafts. Basically, that was the plan. But it also says then try to turn things around. So far, though, the Nets haven't quite sunk far enough with the impressive coaching of Jordy Fernandez currently leaving Brooklyn sitting in the middle of history.
All right, I got it. Well, that's basically what I was talking about all the time about the draft, right? Yeah. With Jordy being so good and these G League players are hooping, it makes Jordy seem like he's a good coach, and we can't get to they don't think we can get to a number 1 pick is what they're saying. They don't think we can get to a 3. But with the 2 drafts, if you draft correctly, and somehow if you like I said, if you draft 5 players, you're naturally gonna tank. You're not gonna be as good if you have 5 players. So next year you will have a chance to get probably try to get a top pick. But in that case, right? Say Jordy with the 5 rookies. Say somehow Jordy get us to more wins than we did this year. Then that's when you would start thinking like, if he's that good of a coach with 5 rookies, then maybe you want to look for somebody to pair with whoever we get on this roster. Maybe you want to pair with a star because you got all the draft picks. So it's not one way to look at it. It's 2 ways to look at it. But you know what I'm saying? Because of Jordy is what they're saying, that you can open up the option to do that. You know what I mean?
I'm listening. And the way I agree at is, again, talent. I mean, coaching can't win you a championship. You need the talent, right? Fact. And I think that's where I'm at with Nets fans. And I think Jordy is on board with everything with the plan. It says here, the strategy, right? Legend, right? And I'm saying that because you see the fight in this team, Ice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, bro.
Can I ask you a question, though,
I
Breeze?
understand it now.
Can I ask you a
it.
question, Breeze?
Yeah, hold on. I want to skip Ice. Go ahead, Ice. I'm wait my turn because I gotta wait till you get. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Ice.
yeah. So Jordy's the guy, right? Jordy got the master plan. Like I said,
Yo, somebody's
as
sound
far
is crazy right now.
as far as him getting talent, he's got a hand in getting talent. Like he know what he want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hold on. Let me shout out Leaf, my super chat. Yo, Leaf, man, I put my cash app right there, man. I appreciate the super chats, but YouTube, I'm at you know what I mean? A disagreement with YouTube. Now I'm saying they holding my bread. Word, you know what I mean? But hold on. Leaf Diggy, he's a moderator on this page, $65 super chat with his handle. His handle is youtube.com/@Leaf4788. So Leaf, you just want to shout your channel out real quick and then give pass it to Ice back real quick. You know what I'm saying? I gotta respect your super chat, bro. I respect your super chat, bro. So
No, I
just shout your channel out and then see what I mean, get your shit off real quick, then pass it back to Ice. You know what I mean? Respect.
Nah, Ice, you can keep going. The channel is in the goddamn super chat. It's $5.
Yo. Nah, but yeah, he looking like a good coach. He just don't got the talent. And you know, like I said, there's two ways. Either you hit the draft and grab some talent, I'm hoping that, you know what I'm saying, they talking about trying to get a top 3, you know what I'm saying, with luck because of how Jordy's coaching. If we in bottom 5 right now with some luck, you can end up with a top 3, possibly. You know what I mean? Maybe. But if you don't, like I said, you still got to draft right. You still got to draft the right players with the right talent, the right upside, and let Jordy go to work. And you possibly got next year to do that too. So the first 5 that you draft or 4, you know what I mean? They get a full year with Jordy, you know what I'm saying, and development and whatever they need to learn under that. And then next year, if you like I said, you ain't gonna be that good. So you probably be right back in the same situation, possibly. You know what I mean? Unless he doing some crazy work with some rookies and they wild nice. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be right back in the situation. We're gonna be right back in the same situation. So you might get lucky in 26 and get an AJ or a Peterson or a Nate Mint, and that's when you roll from there. Because one of them, they already saying like Nate hasn't even picked a college yet. They say that he already looks like a superstar, and he's like 6'9". You know what I mean? But he's slim body, but they say he already looks like a superstar, and he's like ranked 4. I think he's 4th or 5th on the list for next year. So you know what I mean?
Next
Like
year's draft class is huge for wings. This year's class is big for point guards and centers. So.
Yeah, so you know what I mean? Like
I get to that, Dylan. I seen something on Twitter where showing the point guards and how they broke down the position. It's probably one of your posts, not you.
Which one?
It was about how the positions in this draft, and he was naming all of the different guards that was the strongest in the draft, different forwards, different centers. Like they had
that probably wasn't mine.
Sorba was number 2. That's what I wanted to tell Ice too.
Yeah,
Sorba
it's
was
interesting.
number 2 behind Maluwa over Derek Queen.
There's definitely more upside for a player like Sorber because he has better defensive tangibles than Queen has. I don't know, man. I think the top 3 centers by far are Malawak, Queen, and Sorber. Your top 3 guards are probably Harper, Fears, and Kasparis. The reason why I say it's more of a point guard and center draft class is because once Flag and Ace go, the wings are very, very
limited.
Yeah,
right.
Like you got Rasheer Fleming, but he's a junior, so there's not as much upside to him. Even though I absolutely love him as a prospect.
Yeah, pass it to Ice, Dylan. Because
I got you. Yeah, go right ahead.
Ice know about. I don't know if you follow Ice on Twitter, Dylan, but
I think we do.
On Twitter, bro, and TikTok right now.
Oh, that's what's up.
And if you don't know, but you should know, Dylan heavy on IG. He on Twitter, yeah, I know that, but he heavy on IG.
Yeah, I got to get back into the swing of things. I've been fucking around too much with March Madness, so
Nah, that's important. We gotta be saying. I heard Trey Johnson. That's what I'm saying. I want to hear from Ice because we definitely gotta get to Dylan, but I don't want to skip John Peoples and Leaf. I can't skip.
Yeah,
those
go
guys.
ahead.
Or
Go
LM.
ahead.
Can't skip.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to be done, but yeah, if we
That's a good
naturally
job.
next year if you get a shot at the top 5 or 6 next year, you'll be good with whoever you draft. Depends on who you draft this year.
Yeah,
So with Jordy being a good coach, and you know what I'm saying, you got a chance to be in 2 lotteries, you can possibly put a team together. You know what I mean? I don't want to hold a rock too long, so I'm gonna pass it.
Yeah. Nah, you know how it go. Yo, hit me early too if y'all want to start the stream with me. You know what I mean? I say I do the ISO. Just cause, man, it's a lot of y'all. I'll be wanting to start the stream with a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all be busy. I don't be knowing y'all schedule, man. I gotta try to get a shot, but all right, Ice, go ahead, pass it to Joe.
You got it, Dylan.
Hey, Breeze, what's going on, man? Wait, me or Dylan?
I was hurt. Zaire was hurt, man.
John next, bro.
Yeah, John, talk to us. What's going on, man?
Yeah, listen, this is a very interesting article. I'm not going to rank where we are right now because I feel like we just begun the rebuild. We don't even have a core yet. Like, I understand what ESPN what they're trying to do there, but we got to kind of let things play out right now. There's still a lot of unknowns with this team. We're still trying to build something right now. We don't even know if the guys that we think could be on this team next year are going to be long-term pieces. So I understand what they're trying to do there, but this upcoming draft is the most important in Brooklyn Nets history as far as starting that nucleus build. And right now, I got a top 7 right now that we should be. As long as we're in one of these 7 slots, we should have a shot at getting a Cooper, Ace, Harper, Edgecombe, Jeremiah Fears, Derek Queen, or Trey Johnson. If we get one of those 7 guys with our lottery pick, that's a good start for us right now. That is paramount. And then with these 2 losses against the Pacers, yeah, it stings because they were close games, but still, at the end of the day, you protected your Bucks pick. And that Bucks pick, yeah, and that Bucks pick could be a pot of gold for us pick potentially. So those 2 picks are shaping up to be exactly where they need to be, and then we just have to see where the other picks lie. But this draft really will be that setting point for us. And right now, I got to see what this organization does with who they feel is the best fit. And Joe Desai, I don't know if you heard yesterday, he finally spoke after 5 months. And the first. No, I spoke with Gary on the show for a bit, but this is my thing. I waited 5 months to hear him say something, and the last thing I expect him to start with is talk about football. This is basketball, Josiah. I understand he has a 3% stake with Miami Dolphins, and he says, I want to help Brooklyn win first before I potentially own a team. Forget about owning teams. I don't care if he owns a McDonald's or Burger King's in the future. Focus on the Brooklyn Nets. Like, this summer is so paramount for us as far as starting this off right. And even after the draft, with the cap space we have, use it wisely. Use it as a top trade facilitator team to get assets, expiring contracts. Line yourself up in 2026 to get a prospect like Ice was talking about. And then after that, the sky's the limit for the Brooklyn Nets.
Man, John, you're a religious man. Josiah said his religion is winning. You're a religious man?
Hey, I like winning, but I want this team to be sustainable too. I don't just want to go for another shot in the dark with superstars don't want to be here. That's why I think for the front office, as much credit as you give Jordy, and I think Jordy has done a great job with what he's given, but it's up to the front office to put the talent around him and the talent that wants to be around him long term, because that is the biggest problem is the communication style of this organization. You don't want superstars coming here and want to leave after 12 months. You don't want role players that you trade for that think they want to be here and they don't want to be here. Like, if we could get talent that actually wants to be committed to the Brooklyn Nets for multiple years, then you have a system in place for what Coach Jordy's trying to do. So we do have the makings of something. It's just this summer is where you make that statement and you start really building the blocks to this foundation.
You said that shit like you meant it, dog.
Damn right I mean it, bro. Nah, but like you said, Breeze, I think we're in a good position right now. We're way out of the play, and Operation Damage Control is going well. So let's end the season the way we have to with this team giving a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and draft well this summer. And if we draft well this summer, we have a lot to work with. So I hope we start the summer off with a bang.
Go ahead, LBL. I know you said this before this article came out. Go ahead, LBL.
What's going on? Yeah, this this article, I'm like, it means hardly nothing to me, really. You know, it's just a lot of malarkey to me. But I think it's because even like you take a point of we have 9 players under 25. You could turn on any college basketball game and watch 9 players under 25. Come on. So that's not a big thing. The NBA is young. So there are a lot of teams. We could be older than OKC, and yet we're talking about we have 9 players under 25. It's like, are they any good? That's what's most important. Not
They're
how.
all bad.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They're all bad.
Talking about how 9 under 25, it's like that doesn't matter. Nobody really wants most of them. So let's throw that out the window right now. But when you talk about, I put something in the chat for Breezy, because we were talking about having a good coach.
Where's that?
Good coach and no talent, right? And I said, let me think about this. We had great talent. Look, we had like Kyrie, we had KD, we had whoever else, with James Harden or whatever.
Fake superstar.
We had like the worst coach in the NBA. Right? But we still made it, to playoffs and everything. So now when you switch it, and you might have a great coach, but you got some of the worst talent in the NBA, look where we at. You see what I'm saying? You see the difference? That's why I did repeat that. Coaching can only take you so far in the NBA, but I mean that's a given. I mean, like, what are they telling us that we don't already know about that? I don't get it, but I digress. But as far as and to look at it's very important to watch a lot of this the NCAAs, and to watch some of these guys play and everything. All of that is very important to our future. So I know Igor Demon is on right now against Wisconsin, right? So it's very important to see everyone play, and then look and see what's going to happen. But I'm saying, in terms of our guys, it's like, I don't get all giddy and everything over Jordy Fernandez, because there's a couple of ways that you can prove you're a good coach. There's some guys that can coach well when they have total control and guys are desperate, like what's happening now. And then there are some guys that, once you get talent in there, and because remember, it's also about dealing with personalities and stuff too. So when you put those personalities in there, or as well, sometimes some guys can't coach guys who are like that. So it takes everybody can't be Pat Riley. Some people have to be Steve Kerr. Some have to be Phil Jackson. You know what I'm saying? It takes different types of personalities. So a lot of times you don't find out a guy can coach when he has no talent. You could say, well, he's got good strategies and everything, but you also have to look, well, what does he do once he has talent? So that's a very important part of it as well. So I don't want to project that onto Jordy, like, oh, yeah, if we just give him a superstar and we give him this, he's just going to develop them. Because as I've mentioned to John before, said, as much as we talk about, like a Zaire or someone else, maybe a Dayron who has improved under Jordy, there are also guys who have regressed, So like
we know who that is.
Like Wilson.
We all know who that is.
So this is what I'm saying, but I'm just saying that to say, I'm still like, it's still the book is still out for me for Jordy. It's like, he's a good coach. I'll say that. I don't want to disrespect him. He's not like clueless or anything like that, so I'm not going to disrespect him. But I'm gonna hold off on giving him all these flowers and everything till I see he has a team and then he has a real plan, and let's see what goes from there. That's what I'm saying.
That's very fair. I agree. It's very fair.
All right, so cool. Listen, man, I gotta say that I disagree with that. You know what I mean? Because the focal point wasn't winning losses. That was pretty much player development, and that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I won't go to
how you feel.
I can't. But what I'm saying is, I wanted to be specific because I don't disagree with you everywhere. I don't disagree that we need more talent far as a superstar, even in a game like tonight. And again, for a long time, not just this season, I started watching the Nets in the fourth quarter specifically. Like, we were always, that was like our culture to be in games. And you know this, LBL. We'll be in a lot of games until the fourth quarter, And again, I think this is the significance of the draft for us to maybe find somebody that could lead this team in the fourth quarter. Because let's call it what it is. That is part of the or one of the qualities you want. That you want that clutch gene. And you want a player to be competitive enough to say, "Give me the ball. I'm finna score now."
But also,
I just figure out something for myself there.
But are you also factoring in how many teams don't really want to win right now? How many teams are definitely tanking? How many teams that?
Well, fuck that. I factor in all of that, but I think we're more important. And I tell y'all in my streams why I think we're more important. Yeah. Somebody audio is wacky, bro. I don't know who that is. But I don't want to be long-winded with you, LBL. I want to go around the panel, man. Because we still ain't get the Dylan, Peoples, Leaf, and LM. Yo?
Somebody's audio is jacked. I'm like, somebody's trying to talk, but they're like, it's being blocked right now.
I think that was Peoples.
Nah, nothing. My shit is.
Is Adar on here? I think that's Adar.
He said, don't say that shit, man.
My shit is great. I got the 5G. I think it's 5G. I don't know. I'm not really good with technology.
I think you got the 5G.
I think so. I think so, man. I don't know.
All right. So all right. Well, I don't hear it right now. LBL, you pass it into Dylan. LBL.
Definitely.
All right, yo, Dylan, you there?
What up? How you guys doing?
Yeah. Good. Again, what you've been saying some of this too about the strategy. What do you think about the strategy?
Strategy as in
like what they saying about on the but they talk about that's what we were supposed to do. Sink to the bottom for 2 seasons, reap the rewards of 2 consecutive deep drafts, then try to turn things around. So far, though, the Nets haven't quite sunk far enough with the impressive coach of the Jordy Fernandez currently leaving Brooklyn, sitting in the middle of the lottery. Kind of wanted to, this is what the article reads. So I just wanted you to kind of, speak to that part.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing this for long enough. I've been very vocal on it since we got the picks back. It was supposed to be a 2-year rebuild. I've said it numerous times that they should have bottomed out this year and next. And again, it kind of shows no matter if it's a coach, no matter if it's a role player, no matter if it's a star, Sean Marks gets bitched out of the, route that he's trying to take. To me, unless if this pick lands top 3, it's a failure. And if it doesn't land top 3 and they don't trade for a second pick in the lottery, it's a failure. It's very simple. You have.
No, hold on. Slow it down. How would one do such a thing, Dylan? How would the Brooklyn Nets be able to trade to second pick?
So the beautiful part about this right now is San Antonio has 2 picks, one of which is listed currently, I believe, at 10, maybe 9. They also have a pick right now at 16, thanks to Atlanta. To me, they don't keep both of them. I know they're going to be in the Kevin Durant sweepstakes this offseason. He'll likely end up going back to OKC or Houston, though. That's the 2 that I've heard most about. San Antonio wants him. I just don't think they're going to want to keep moving off of the youth that they have for a guy who's older. But I could see San Antonio being an option. If Houston misses out on KD, I could see that pick from Phoenix being a potential option to move up with. But none of these deals happen unless you move Cam Johnson. And we've seen over the past 9 months, Sean Marks have some form of, or I should say Cam Johnson having some form of stranglehold on Sean Marks. So we'll see. But to me, if you don't land top 3 this year, it's a failure. And the only way to replace that failure is to get 2 lottery picks. And the only way you get 2 lottery picks is to trade up. If you do neither of those 2, this season's a failure to me. Coaching is a great thing to have. But I've said this time after time again, you don't win without talent. Talent wins championships. Coaches help talent to be better. That's really it. You could have a mid-level coach, but unless if you have 2 superstars, you're not winning. It's that simple. So the only way for us right now to get potential superstars is to be drafting in the top 5.
All right. I mean, I don't know if I I totally agree with that. But let's get to the second part of what it says, and then we go back to Dylan, then we go around the panel. It says hiring for Fernandez can be seen only as a success for Brooklyn. coaching, though, can take you only so far in the NBA. The Nets are short on talent, which has been by design. Between all of their draft picks and cap space, the Nets have a lot of options. But for a franchise that hasn't had a single lottery pick since moving to Brooklyn in 2012, it all starts with some lottery luck in a couple of months. Now, again, for them to write this article, it's heavily acknowledged. It's also obvious that they have the draft at the Barclays, with the strategy being this, and everybody kind of knowing what the strategy is. It doesn't sing the song that we're gonna get this top 3 pick. You say we might not get, Dylan. Doesn't it paint that picture?
Whoa, sorry, repeat that.
Doesn't it paint the picture that all the things lead to us getting this top 3 pick?
Not really. I mean, let's be honest here, as Nets fans. When have we ever gotten lucky? Let's just be real.
Hold on. A kid named Jay, he got some pushback. He said top 3 is a failure. Damn.
No, I never said
that. Bottom of the table and still be out of the top 3?
No, I didn't say top 3 is a failure. I said if we fail to land a top 3 pick, it's a failure. And the only way to replace that failure is to trade up into the lottery to have 2 lottery picks. That's the only way to do it, at least for this year specifically. I'm completely cool. If you guys have been following me for some time, you've started to see me kind of shift my mindset outside of the top 3 picks, because I'm not getting my hopes up whatsoever. You got Philly with a top 6 protected pick, and they're tanking harder than us. You got Houston, who has Phoenix's picks, and we all know that when you own somebody else's pick, 9 times out of 10, it's going to go higher than the pick it's projected at. That's just how it works. San Antonio is on the verge of being a contender. If they land a huge pick this year, I could see the NBA rigging it for them. It's just, there's a lot of cards that aren't in our favor.
Come on, they got to go. Come on.
What do you mean? Why?
So
could you
San
imagine
Antonio
Cooper Flag,
again?
Wemby, and De'Aaron?
3 years in a row, a top 5 pick is ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
well,
ridiculous.
Tell that to the
It's
76ers,
ridiculous.
Lakers, and Celtics, the back-to-back years. Each of those 3 teams were in the top 3.
Nah,
the NBA rigs it
can't
for
overlook
their top
Brooklyn
picks.
at the Barclays, bro. I'm not jacking that. Spurs got to hold
There's
it
nothing
down.
fascinating about it when we're so far away from contending. There's nothing fascinating for it. You got Philly, Miami, Houston, San Antonio.
Philly greedy.
4 teams that are
Stop
contending.
being greedy. Stop being greedy, Philly. They too greedy. They got enough in the 2010 to 2020.
Are
They got
they
enough.
greedy?
They not done.
Are they
not
greedy,
done.
or are they
They
smarter
not
than
fat while
us?
we starve.
Wait, Dilly,
We starve. You talking
Are
about
they
Dilly.
greedy? Are they greedy, or are they smarter than us? Because we
Dilly.
didn't take the tank seriously.
than us.
They have
They're
3
greedy.
stars. If that's greed, then hey, I want to be greedy too, because they have 3 stars
They
and they're
don't have
taking a tank.
success. You
They
said
have
that.
three
That's why they're
stars.
going to lose that
Get
pick
the
to the
second
Thunder.
round with all of those
Hey,
draft
I
picks.
hope
That's
you
why
guys
I'm
are right.
fucking- they
I
should
hope
go
you guys
to
are right.
Philly.
They're
I'm
going to
just
lose
saying,
that
though.
pick.
Well,
They're going to lose
hold
that
on,
pick.
why-
If-
Wait, Dilly,
if
Dilly.
that
You
pick
gotta
is
go
at
to,
5, I doubt they lose
You
it.
gotta go to who's that next? I don't want to skip them. I don't be too long. People, but hold on. Why would they keep going to Philly with the max? All they got with those top draft picks is the second round in all of those seasons that went past. Cabinet full of
It's not
seasons.
about why they would give the pick. It's just a larger market that has had more success than us. It's just
Larger
simple facts.
losing market. You don't think those fans? Yo, there's a whole thing with it now in the NBA. I think for the last 6 years, there've been a different NBA champion. Nobody don't care to see Philly win after they hibachi the Embiid possibility happening because they didn't keep Jimmy Butler there. Now Jimmy Butler got to go to state to try to win because they didn't keep Jimmy Butler over Tobias Harris. I'm tired of them. I don't want to get nothing about how the 76ers
We fucking hate the Sixers.
None of that shit.
Listen, we get a gift card to Cheesecake
Like I
Factory.
said,
there.
like I said,
Next,
you can
definitely
hate
gotta
a team
get a
all you
better
want.
pick than
You
the
could
76ers,
see
bro.
them not, building correctly through drafts, but at the end of the day, well, why are we
Yo,
echoing?
I gotta echo.
Is it echoing for you guys?
Somebody echoing.
Somebody got the echo.
Yeah, somebody got to mute up.
Mute up, people.
Nah, that's not me.
Nah, I don't think it's him.
He
I
got
think it was
5G. Hey,
John.
he got 5G.
No,
That
I'm
ain't
just,
me. That
I'm
ain't
just
me.
saying. Listen, if you're the NBA and you say we got 3 or 4 picks in this year's draft that could catapult a contending team to an even better contending team, the 4 teams that make the most sense: Houston, Philly, San Antonio, and New Orleans. I think those are the teams that make the most sense if they
New
want
Orleans
to
didn't
boost
do
them.
nothing with their high draft picks. They had Drew Holiday and Anthony Davis on the same team and couldn't get to the finals. I'm not jacking it.
And we don't know about the
You
Wemby with
don't
the
have
blood clot,
to.
man.
You don't have to all you want. It's just it's how the draft lottery works.
Bro, they didn't get to the finals. They were like, why I keep going to them? They had DeMarcus Cousins and AD, LeBron
Like I said,
the
the reason why you don't see me
gonna
getting
go back
worked
to
up
the
over it
Pelicans
anymore
over
is
us?
because I'm not
Why?
expecting anything great to happen. So instead of
They
talking
didn't
about
do
draft
shit with
lottery position,
Zion.
because
Look what
who
they
gives a
doing with
fuck about it
Zion
at this
career. Why
point?
would the NBA keep
Why don't we
going
talk
to
draft
them?
prospects?
Dylan, you know what you should say? It's a failure if all this money that Sean Marks and Josiah have accumulated doesn't turn into a top 3 pick. Because if they're making all this money with AI technology and all this stuff, and it doesn't lead to a top 3 pick with any pull with the NBA, then why are we showing up to pay money for a product that this team doesn't even care about, but they care about making themselves richer? You should have mentioned that,
Hold
Dylan.
on. We gotta go to Peoples.
Nah,
I
it's
don't want to
whatever.
be. Hold on. We gotta go to Peoples. I don't want to be long-winded. I will just agree to disagree. Peoples, talk to us. Peoples.
I don't think that's how that works.
Um,
You mean agree to disagree?
yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree that we disagree. Like, I don't think that the Pelicans or the 76ers, if I'm the NBA, I'm not going to the 76ers and the Pelicans over the Brooklyn Nets when I see that when Willie Green got to the New Orleans Pelicans, yes, he made them a better team, but he didn't make them winners when he had CJ McCollum, when he had Brandon Ingram. They went to the playoffs. Zion got hurt. They didn't get further. And they see that with that team without Zion, and they try to build with Zion and see
Yeah, but
they
Breeze.
couldn't win then. They couldn't
Breeze.
win with AD. All
The
of the
debate
powerful
for me has
draft
not
picks that
been
they
about
got,
the
they
draft
never
lottery.
got to the finals. They should not get a
Breeze,
higher
you're
draft
getting
pick than the
worked up.
Brooklyn Nets if I'm the
You're getting
NBA.
worked up.
Facts.
Breeze,
Same
Breeze,
thing with the
you're getting worked up.
76ers.
Breeze, I've said it 5 times now. I have no energy to debate where our pick is going to land in the lottery simply because our organization didn't take it seriously. I don't give a fuck where our pick lands anymore because of how little effort they have put in to trying to give us the best position to land a Flag or Harper. So until the draft lottery comes, I don't give a fuck where this pick lands because my eyes are now set at next year's draft and trying to bottom out next year. It's that simple. They fucked up, and if they don't get that top 3 pick, I'm going to laugh in a lot of people's faces. Because, listen, I'm already cool with some of the picks outside of the top 3. I like Jeremiah Fears a lot. I think he is an absolute fucking winner. He reminds me of a more athletic version of Trae Young with more of a playmaking style to Ja Morant. It's like a combo between the both. He's not as athletic as Ja, but he's not as good of a playmaker as Trae. It's a very, very in-between game for him, though, and I really like what he has. Not to mention, he's also one of the 3 youngest players in the draft class, so the upside's through the roof. I like Malawak. I really don't mind taking him if we land 6 through 8 as well. You need a big man to replace Claxton eventually, because Claxton's not the answer. So I'm coming to terms with some of the outside the top 3 pick prospects. I also, hot take,
All right, hold on.
I'm not a fan of Ace anymore.
Wow. Oh, yo, you about to set some people up, man.
Listen, I love Ace. I think he still has upside. I don't know if it's
Hold
worth
on,
the
hold
risk.
on, hold on.
for
We
us.
gotta go to people, so we ain't get to leave at LM yet, nigga. Hold on.
Pato about to
you
come
there,
on,
Peoples, with
man.
the 5G?
Yo,
You there?
5G, my guy. 5G. Yo, what's goody breezy? Yo, I
talk to
gotta,
us, man.
I gotta, I know you're not really a big fan of it, but I gotta start with, I gotta shit on Clangston. This motherfucker, man. This motherfucker, I gotta shit on him. Yo, Onyeka Okongwu had like 20 points in the first half, yo. He's not even a premier big man. I don't even really think he's a big man. Yo, son, you see, have y'all been watching him? I've been watching this motherfucker, man. I've been watching this motherfucker. I wish if I see him, if I was his friend or some shit, I would have told him, yo, I don't want to be your friend. I swear to God, I would have told him straight up. Like, we ain't cool no more, man. That lally gagging, that running back and forth and shit. And he had that bullshit little putback and then another like a layup or some shit. And besides, they had 5 points. This motherfucker had 5 points, man. There's nobody. You gotta step up because there's nobody on the roster. At least you gotta pretend like you like you care, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
So
try something. This motherfucker is bad, Breezy. I'm gonna. Oh my god.
So hold on, peoples. Would you be happy if we just get a center in the draft? Like,
Oh
just get
fuck!
Malawak,
I be anything. Sorber, Malawach. Who else? A couple of people like
You got
Maxi
Deniable
Renard.
in the back of the lottery or back of the draft and shit. You know, a couple of 6'10" guys. Whoever from Arizona, right, or some other guys. Couple of guys.
The best
yo,
bigs right
I take
now
anybody,
are-
man.
Yeah,
I take
yeah.
anybody over this guy. You know, Jordy is fucking done with this guy, man.
I was
You
gonna say
know
the
you
best
fucking
bigs
done
are
with him.
Malawak, Queen, Sorber,
And-
Danny Wolf,
and-
Deni Broom, Maxine
You
Reynald.
see that Janiyah
Brian
Broom,
Culver.
you know, I take whatever, you know,
Okay.
even in the
Jay Broom,
second round, some people gonna get, some people gonna get knocked off to the second, they're not gonna make it to the first round. Some of the big guys and shit, or I guess so-called big guys. I don't know how much they weigh and shit. You know, each player who's like 6'10" and above, you gotta get somebody with some weight, man. You know, a little weight, maybe a little passion. Just a little passion, man. You know what I'm saying?
You want a scoring center? You want somebody that can play with their back to the basket?
Yeah, well, scoring center, somebody can, occasionally hit that three, man. Onyeka was hitting threes. I think he's been on fire. Like, whatever 20, 30 games, when he got drafted and all that shit, everybody knows you would never take him as a three-point shooter, man. This guy, he's improving like that. Man, I don't want to see this guy on top of the key, handing the ball off. I get it. There's no talent around him. I get it, man. But he gotta. This can't be good, man. This is not gonna work. This is not. You can see he
Alright,
gave
so
up.
look,
Breezy, he gave up on the
So
season.
look, but
You're not
all-
supposed to do that. Remember, because if you're
Alright.
playing for Jordy, you gotta go all the way until the end.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Right.
good thing out of this is with 23 and 48. I think around top 4, top 5 picks usually get the number 1 pick. Usually the worst records don't get the number 1 pick. So I think we all right right now. We just got to make sure that we lose the rest of these games. Whatever, 12 games? I don't know. Probably next game is going to be bad.
That's the strategy.
Because the Washington's bitching out. They're sitting everybody out. They're sitting that guy's teammate. What's his name? Wemby's teammate is out. All the Middleton is out. They down by like 30 points against fucking trash Hicks, man. Right now. So we probably gonna win that game. I don't know. I don't know. Besides that, I think they should just give up that rest of the 11, like kind of like forfeiting, like the Mavs, but not forfeiting.
All right. So hold on.
Give it up.
So hold on. Peoples, before we pass.
That's
it to
no.
Lee.
I'm saying
Hold on,
like,
let me
I'm good with that, Breezy. I don't want to cut
No,
nobody
no,
off.
no,
Like
Lee,
next
Lee.
person, go ahead.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, please, man, please get this fucking guy off this team, man. And
Okay.
and Cam Johnson too. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, man. He's dribbling skills. When you get the ball like on top of the key, trying to break somebody down, man. When he's trying to break somebody down, that shit is laughable, yo.
I'm glad Breezy called him out beginning of the show because
You
they
know
started
that, Breezy.
the
You
people
know,
on
if
comments.
you see that nigga Breezy, if you see that nigga in the street on the in the playground, you'd be like, that nigga's trash.
No, you
If
know
he
what's
was a
crazy?
playground player, if he
You know
was
what's crazy? They called Cam Johnson.
Hold on. We gotta go to Lee. I don't want to skip Lee.
Oh
Gotta
yeah,
go to
please.
Lee.
No, thank you, Breezy. I'm good. I just want to say that. But 23 and 48, we doing okay. I feel okay. It's not guaranteed, but like I said, top 5, top 6 teams. That usually that 5th, 6th, around that shit, 7th, around like from like a 5th, like from the 4th to like 8th, 9th, pretty good chance they could get the number 1 pick. I don't know, maybe. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, maybe, hopefully, all kind of shit, man. Lottery night is going to be a fucking nerve-wracking night. I don't know how I'm going to sit there and watch that shit, yo, when they're going to pull out the fucking envelopes, man, because we need a lot of help, man. Jordy, one more thing. I'm sorry, Breezy. One more thing. I be seeing Jordy, like, when he call timeouts and shit, you know how they be, zooming in on him. I know he be saying, like, when he get into the shit with the refs or when the Nets fuck up because they ain't got no talent. I know I caught that nigga lips like a couple times, like talking this shit, to himself or whatever. He's like, motherfucker. I heard him saying motherfucker. I know he probably saying, I
Wow.
wish I had a real talent because I would have beat these niggas. You know that, right, Breezy? He's saying that shit in his mind. Inside his mind, he's saying that shit. He knows that there's nobody on the court. There's nobody on the court.
Peoples, you got it. Peoples, you got it.
Oh, no doubt. But I be catching him like, cursing though. I know he cursing.
Hold it
He
down,
fucking hate
Peoples.
all this
Hold
shit.
it down, Peoples. We
No doubt.
All right, so just pass it to Leaf. Are you good? All right, so yo, Leaf, man, talk to us, man. Hold on, let me throw your super chat. You ain't even, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta shout your chin around. I'm gonna just throw your super chat up and get to it. And then, you know what I mean? I gotta kind of like make super chat special, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the big screen too, you know what I'm saying? You throw super chat on this. I don't care if it's $1, you know what I'm saying? You get the big screen, you know what I mean? But Leaf set the standard, you know what I'm saying? And I know you be saying this and that about being long-winded and this and that, but he sent a super chat, so I kind of want to give him the floor. I mean, I guess like this could be like a super chat special. You know what I'm saying? Word, you get the big screen, the uninterrupted, man. Go ahead, Lee, talk your shit.
I only send a super chat, bro, so I don't get kicked.
That's a good one.
Nah, but
Breezy be doing that. He said Breezy be, quick.
it's a couple of things I want to get to tonight. I don't want to talk about the game. I don't want to talk about that bullshit article. I owe everybody in here an apology.
Wow.
I owe everybody in here an apology because if for those of y'all that was watching the Yes Network or the Gotham app podcast stream of the game, however y'all was watching it, if y'all was listening to the Nets commentators, they called out the NBA referees for the injustice between the two games where Cam Johnson had the 4-point play, was supposed 4-point play, and they waved it off. And then Ben Matherin had that same set play where he kicked the leg out. He got 3 free throws.
Oh, that's facts though.
Yeah, that is facts. But because of that, I now owe y'all an apology. I think they screwed us. They screwed us. It's because the NBA look for shit after that. The NBA, the one thing about the NBA that I know is that they don't want you. They don't want nobody calling out the referees. They don't want nobody calling out the officials. And it's because of that I owe y'all apology. We're not getting a top 3 pick. We probably won't
Damn.
even get in a top 5 pick.
Well, because the NBA is against the Nets. Is that
The
what?
NBA, the NBA has a habit of punishing people that try to call them out. They have a habit of that, and I explain why, bro. This time last year, when Jordy was still on the Sacramento coaching staff, Mike Brown actually called out the refs in a press conference with a laptop. He called out the refs on a laptop with calls that they didn't make. The Sacramento Kings lost 7 straight games after that. Just to make it a point,
JB
I got
Biggerstaff too, Lee.
right? That was
I got yeah. JB Biggerstaff did the same thing. So the Detroit,
I like that coach. He got that
he
passion.
he do got that passion. But
He
the
do got
thing
that
is,
passion though.
you can't call out the NBA refs, bro. They will sick you. They will get you for that. The NBA will make it a plan to get you for that, especially against the low tier franchises. In the not the franchises in terms of us, in terms of money, but like the teams that's basically. I agree with everything Dylan was saying, bro. The rich is in this draft. The rich is gonna get richer, and the poor is gonna get
Somebody
poor.
got an echo, man.
Yeah, somebody got echo. Hello.
Definitely not me.
All right. So basically, I agree with I understand what everybody was going back and forth about, and this is the last time I'm gonna speak on this for the rest of the year. I gotta agree with Dylan, bro. The rich is gonna get richer in this draft, and the poor is gonna get poorer. That's what's gonna happen, bro. So, and I know how Breezy feel about teams like New Orleans and San Antonio, but guess what? The NBA don't give a fuck because between the 30 employees that the NBA has, which is the 30
They care about
teams.
Cooper Flag. I bet you that. I bet you
All
they
I'm
care
Imagine if
about
they
all
Lamar.
even
I'm gonna say, all I'm gonna
They
say,
can't. No, hold on, Leaf.
I'm
The
gonna just say
NBA
this,
can't.
bro,
Hold
and
on,
I ain't
the
gonna
Leaf.
speak on
The
it no more.
NBA cannot afford for Cooper Flag to go to a bad team and not be successful. You know how
That's
bad they would look? That means all of the play, like they're gonna compare Wemby to Cooper Flag. They're gonna compare the players on this soil to the best players on the European soil, contrast them and say who's playing better in the NBA. They care about all three of the top of these, all three. Again, Wemby was a draft pick and he was a foreigner, a number 1 draft pick. That in the NBA, quote unquote, that's not supposed to happen, but it happened. So I'm saying that to say they need for these 3 players to be good. They're going to put them in the best markets, and guess what? The Brooklyn Nets are one of the better markets.
hold on, bro. You just said they can't afford to put Cooper Flag on a bad team and him being unsuccessful. What do you think the Nets is right now?
Bro, he's not going to go to a top team. What do you mean? They show in this article that Jordi Fernandez has been successful with player development. The most important thing to a rookie going into the NBA is a coach that can develop their game. Jordi Fernandez makes sense.
And you don't think the San Antonio Spurs coaching staff don't make no sense?
Yo,
hell no.
on everything,
Hold
on everything, on everything I love Pop, but far as his health is first before the game. It's his health, then the game. That's how much where his love at, to my knowledge. And he got to take care of himself before he gets back out there and coach. That's a fact.
That is a fact. But to get back to
no. So I'm saying that to say you cannot name me a better coach that's fit in the draft higher than us, the Brooklyn Nets. That's a better coach than Jordi Fernandez right now. And
I understand that. I understand that, but if that's our only sales pitch for the reasoning why we should get a top 3 pick, and then we go to the NBA front office with that, bro, they're gonna kick us the fuck out.
I gave you 2 reasons. You gave only means 1. I gave you 2. That's a couple.
You gave me Jordi Fernandez and what else?
Economic equity. That's what I've been saying.
Hold on. Put context to what I'm saying. Let's put it on a scale. Don't make it seem like what I said is light. It's heavy. Like I said, Jordi Fernandez is one of the better coaches when it comes down to player development. Out of all of the coaches that may have a higher draft pick than us, he leads the league in coach challenges, and he leads the league in coach challenges 1. You talking about the NBA? The NBA acknowledged that part. If he ain't going to the reporters and making a mess, and going to the post game making a mess of the refs, and still saying that he's just going to fight, he's going to fight for his guys, that's the NBA is not mad at that. The NBA respect that. He's a rookie coach fighting for his guys. He told the ref the other day, "I'm coaching for my life." You think he worried about? No, we not worried. That's not no, we not doing that on the Big Fan Breezy page. That's not what it is, man.
All I'm gonna say is this. Listen, and I did a live the other day, basically breaking down the past 10 years of the past bottom 5 teams in the draft and their fate. The team that usually finish at 5th, 9 times out of 10, they don't get a top 5 pick, which is us right now. So, bro, if you want to tell me that we deserve a top 5 pick because of our market, if you want to tell me that we deserve a top 5 pick because Jordi is going to the referees and telling them to challenge this and challenge that, and he's winning those set challenges, bro, and then the NBA is re-looking at this shit, and they look, and you think that they are rewarding them for it? Good luck. All I'm gonna tell you, bro, is this. It's a good chance that we not getting a top 3 or top 5 pick at even. I gotta apologize to a lot of y'all for it because I finally did my homework and I had to finally do the research on it, bro. In the past 10 years, bro, the history is not good. And to get to our draft history, before I pass the mic, the only Hall of Famer that we have ever drafted in our team history is Bernard King. After that, this shit gets blank. We barely drafting all-stars, but Buck Williams is the only multiple-time all-star that we've drafted.
Bro,
Derek Coleman,
bro. You talking about?
I'm talking about history, bro, because you love history so much. And the thing is, bro, back in '77, we drafted Bernard King, and he out of the gate he was averaging 25 and 9 as a rookie. Something that we
Bruh,
want somebody on this team to do, but can't do it for more than 70 something games.
bruh,
So the
this
reality,
article,
bro, of our
Ooh,
chances,
take
bro,
a
is
shot.
very, very bleak, bro.
hold
I'm
on,
sorry.
Leaf, I think you're overblowing
hold on,
this a
John,
little
hold on,
bit.
John.
A
For
little
one,
I'm
you
bit.
sorry.
discredit for one, you discredit the article, and I disagree with that from starters. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't see what you disagree with. You know, you shit on it without context. It says with the impressive coaching of Jordy Fernandez currently leaving Brooklyn sitting in the middle of the lottery. That's kind of accurate. And when I'm saying that to say that that's one of the building blocks to a championship team. I'm not one of those fans that's seen a championship team happen without a good coach. And maybe y'all could say, oh, that team won it without a good coach. But shit, it only a handful, if any. And y'all ain't pulling teams out of thin air to say he wasn't a good coach. Y'all wasn't dead. So at the end of the day, this is why I disagree with you. I'm giving you context to why I'm doing it. You feel what I'm saying? So this is again, my thing is this. When it come down to the Brooklyn Nets, they explaining what the strategy is. They saying that's exactly what they want to do. LBL spoke on this many of times. And at the end of the day, when it come down to how many wins we got, when we got the third pick, we could go to each season. Since we're going to talk about history, we could go to when Tatum got picked, Brown got picked, and Reed Shepard got picked. And then we're going to look at our record now. And we're gonna see how consistent what you say. Like I said, I'll put what I say.
All you got to do is look at my video. I did it the other day, bro.
Leaf,
I'm right here
I
with you
don't
right now.
think the comment.
Look at the video. I'm right here with you right now.
Leaf,
I ain't
I don't think
going nowhere. I'm right here.
All you got. Listen, just before anybody just to
I go
start
to
and get it. Before anybody start to get in the I disagree mode, bro. All you got to do is just go to my video, bro. I did it. I did the homework myself. The bottom 5 teams. When we finished dead last, the last time we finished dead last in the league, bro, that pick that we were supposed to get ended up going to the Celtics. They got the number. They got the
We
number
not
1
dead
pick.
last, though. We not dead
Yeah,
last.
yeah.
Leaf,
But let
So
me
why is
John.
playing
Let me
better
finish
if
this.
we're not dead last?
Look,
But yo,
We
all I'm
got a
but
worse
wait,
record. Houston.
remember we
I
won
mean,
like
all
12
Utah and
games.
Washington
We
got a
got
worse
number
record.
3
all I'm
picks.
trying to
And then we
tell
got
you,
when the Nets
I'm
won
just
12
trying to
games.
tell.
It's
Hold
not
on,
consistent with what's happening with us right now this season.
it's
So I'm
very
trying to hold.
consistent.
Oh, it's not. We not dead
It,
last. Why you say that? If you
hold,
consistent, why you
hold
say that?
on, just let me get to my point.
I heard
I'm
your
talking.
point. I'm challenging it.
Just let me get. Please, just let me continue. I'm talking about I did a whole video on the teams that finished bottom 5 in the league in the last 10 years. Usually the team with the with the 5th worst record, 9 times out of 10, they didn't get a top 5 pick. That is facts, bro. I did that.
What
I
they got
did
like a
that
number 8
myself
pick?
for more than they got 9 times out of 10 they got number 6 or number
We gotta
7.
go to LM.
Damn. The fuck?
We gotta go to LM because
Go ahead, go to LM, man, because I can't. I'm not gonna go back. This is my last time talking about it.
We just
I
need
know
the
what I know.
Pelicans to catch up with us. Pelicans. They're right
That's not
behind
going.
us,
That's
bro.
not going to
Go
happen.
ahead.
Almost,
Go ahead. No.
Leaf.
I'm
Almost,
not even
Leaf.
feeding this to that narrative. I disagree with it, and I said why.
We
We're gonna go to LM.
we gonna
Hold
be
on.
we gonna be there, Leaf. We're gonna be
Hold
there.
on.
We're
Let's go
gonna
to
get
LM.
there.
No, we're
LM.
not.
Come on,
Do
man.
you
Have faith, man. Have faith,
What do you
Leaf.
Hold on, LM. What do you feel about how safe are we in the top what? We're safe for the top 5, top 7. Where the Nets not safe for getting a good player?
At this point, it's hard to tell. Probably, um, I guess we don't want to be 9. I get. I don't necessarily know.
9. Okay.
I get. It could be 9. It could be 8. I think as you land in probably if you land top 5, like to Dylan's point, you could possibly get Trey Johnson or Rejay or Cooper, Dylan, or Ace or whatever if you want to go there. Those are probably if you land top 5 or top 6, you possibly have a chance on one of those guys. But realistically, I really don't know to this point. I guess to some point to Dylan, to John's point, It could seem like damage control a little bit. I know we're bottom 3 in the East, but overall, I think 5th is the best we can do. We gonna probably be the 5th worst team, and we're gonna have to roll the dice May 12th and see where that gets us. Are we out of the top 3? I don't think so. I think we still have a chance at a top 3 pick. But you know, I can relate with the pessimism just because you know we didn't really do what we were supposed to do. But at the same time, you know, all you can really do is just hope that the league not rewards us, I guess, because I really don't know. Like Breezy, I get what you're saying with these other teams, but I don't really think that the league cares about that. Like they see where these players are at. Oh, how this player will look next to a Zion. Zion
Hold on. Let me say why. Let me say why. Why wouldn't they care about teams that never won a championship, and they thinking about expansion teams? 2 expansion teams after the Nets got to the NBA won it, Miami and Toronto. You can't keep missing us. You can't keep like you. Seattle went to the OKC before the Nets got a championship. Nets fans fighting back, man. I'm not gonna have this defeated attitude, man. I want Mr. Whammy to see us get an NBA championship, man. Y'all talking like that, like y'all want to quit on Net fan life, man. Y'all gotta keep y'all head up, man.
I don't disagree. Like I said, I'm not necessarily out of the top 3 talk until the lottery comes. If you don't land top 3 in the lottery, it is what it is. But until the lottery gets here, you know, I think we still got a shot. But realistically, I wouldn't be surprised if we weren't in the top 3. Like it is what it is. You know, I don't think the league is. I think whoever was on here gave a good point. Like, you know, the Knicks was in the draft and they was a free agent. They New York. You know what I'm saying? They got a top 3 pick. You could say wrong selection in RJ Barrett if you want to call it that. But you know, why they ain't put Zion in New York? Like it's just a matter of, you know, there are certain things that the league, I feel like they look at these teams and they're like,
the Zion was supposed to that franchise get a championship. The NBA marketing business wise, they gotta feel like, all right, how many times we gonna let the 2 teams win the most? The Lakers just won it. The Celtics just won it. They make sure that the Lakers and the Celtics win it every decade. Okay, fine. The Denver Nuggets never won it. They won it. Milwaukee.
Right, but you got to look at the age, right? Jokic is 20. How old was he? 27, 28?
Right.
When he won this shit.
Right. I'm not just talking about the player though, Ellen. I'm talking about the franchise. You feel me?
Right, but I don't think they care about that. I think they just care about the players.
Care. They gotta.
I don't think they do. I think they care about the players. Yo, who can we pair up with Zion? Who can we pair? Yo, imagine Ace Bailey with Paul George, Embiid, and freaking Tyrese Maxey. Yo, that would look crazy. Like, I definitely do think
Maxey there holding it down with Ace Bailey. Imagine if Embiid having all these number 1, 2, 3 draft picks and couldn't win with him. Imagine Embiid trading Butler for Tobias Harris. They don't deserve nothing. They got fat while we starve.
I agree, but that's our opinion of it. I don't think that's the league's opinion of how they look at things. I agree. I don't think they don't deserve anything, but
at max with all of those draft picks. That's like putting the draft picks into a dumpster fire. It's nothing going to happen by putting them there. We putting our best talent out of college in the 76ers, and they not winning no championships.
What have we done with draft picks?
Model, they going to ignore that and go back to them. They don't
care. What have we done with draft picks?
They gotta care.
Leaf, I think you're overblowing the commentators pulling out the reps a little bit there.
I think they hit on it.
No. They got like what 4, 5, 6 draft picks, and they ain't get to no NBA championship, not a finals.
What have we done with draft picks?
What draft picks?
When we had the draft picks, but what did we do with them?
What draft picks?
You want to talk about Session UK?
Ones we gave away for free twice.
The ones we gave away for free. What have we done with them?
This team. Y'all not being realistic on this team.
Yeah,
we ain't have any picks.
Bro,
They traded them all.
if you go back to the
I'm about to go
90s,
clean
even
my
when we
phone.
had picks, we didn't do anything with them. What you talking about?
What
You
draft
talking
pick?
about the pick? We talking about the picks
What
in
did
the
Kenny
lower
Anderson do
in the
while he
lower
was here?
20?
What did Derek Coleman do while he was here? What
You
did
wanna
Kenyon
talk-
Martin
why-
do
why
while
you
he was
wanna-
here?
why you wanna
What did
open
Kerry Kittles?
wounds?
You asked the draft picks, nigga, bro. I'm mentioning them.
Because it's a
You going
fan
back to
rule.
New Jersey?
It's an unwritten rule. You know you ain't supposed to mention that because of what happened to Drazen. Other than that, we would have been hoping. Duh.
We would have been hoping. We won one playoff series with Drazen, by the way. We won one
was
playoff
building
series with him,
something.
bro.
We was
And
building.
to be fair,
We was building. Look at how many times Jordan lost in the Eastern Conference before he won a championship. You're not just going to win it immediately like that. It's not
and
always
to be fair, I think that we taking
You dancing around it, bro. We ain't
we're
had no
taking the-
success in the draft, and you know it.
bro. I'm saying
You
you
dancing
don't
around it, bro.
win just because you draft a player that season. The article talking about turning it around in a couple years is supposed to be the strategy for 2 years. Other teams like Jokic and Murray, they waited 6 years. Tatum and Brown, 2 top 3 picks. The Celtics decided to keep.
And you
them
think we
together.
gonna get it done in 2
They
years?
7 years.
You
The
think we gonna
Brooklyn
turn it around in 2 years?
I'm not saying that we're gonna turn it around in 2 years. I'm just talking facts, not my opinion. This is what happened with the recent championship teams. They were together for like 6-7 years before they actually won it. Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan, he didn't win in his second year, third year. No, he didn't.
You dancing around everything I asked you, bro. The only Hall of Famer that we've ever drafted out of the NBA draft was Bernard King. Everybody else, nowhere near to be found, bro. The second best player that we drafted was probably Buck Williams. My nigga, this is the best we can do. It's time to start trading. The best value that we got is cap space, and everybody in here know it.
I think it's crazy.
Agency, I'm appalled with this.
This fancy ain't that good though, Lee.
With this is going against the whole draft. This is, and again, we haven't had no success outside of Jason Kidd when it come down to free agents. You make it seem like what we had with Kyrie, Harden, and KD, that shit is for media. That's for them. Realistically, as a fan, as a content creator, having to do the games to see they ain't play that many games together, shit, I'm talking 20 or less, 30 or less. Spare me that shit, bro. The free agents ain't do nothing for us. We had our core. We traded our core for free agents. That shit ain't do nothing for us.
And the draft picks ain't gonna do shit for us neither.
I disagree.
Lee, of course you disagree.
Wait, can I say something?
Because you so fixated on Cam Thomas. You so fixated on Cam Thomas. Saving the day.
I'm keeping it real. Like I said, if they would have gave him minutes that season, they sat him down, he could have contributed in the playoffs. They didn't play him for what? Because we had a bad coach. Again, like I said, at the end of the day, that's because of the way it works in the business side, and because he's a 27th pick, you ain't gotta contractually give him minutes or shot attempts.
If it was a split, we all be high, bro. But we ain't.
Him coming off of the bench for KD, Harden, and Kyrie, bro, we a competitive team, and they didn't want to do that. So don't pretend like, oh, I'm so fixated on Cam Thomas. No, I'm watching the game. I remember Kessler Edwards. I remember shit that didn't work. Cam Thomas worked, so I'm hype about it. Don't be mad at me because
when did Cam Thomas work?
Hold on,
we didn't do no winning with him. What winning did we do?
That's the strategy.
What's the strategy? Give me the strategy. You ain't giving me shit. You just told me what Cam Thomas did, bro. You ain't giving me a damn thing,
article, bro. Like, why are you even
fuck that article? That article ain't shit. That article ain't helping us,
bro. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm not asking you to give me your opinion on the article. The article said what it said, and it said 2 years. So at the end of the day, my debate to you, without the yelling part, is the fact that these recent champions, they took 6-7 years to win it. So regardless of what you're talking about, realistically, the article is more valid than what you're talking about, because the article is talking about the two drafts and kind of contrasting it the same way that the Tatum and Brown situation is.
Right,
and we've
right. But
said
the
LBL said that.
Oh shit!
No, it's not
the
bullshit,
2
bro.
years
This is
is
how
not.
teams structure their
I don't think the
teams.
2
This is
years
how
is
winning
comparing the
NBA
two.
hustle happens.
I think the 2 years is just them saying we need to get the 2 years. If we take these 2 years, I don't know. A lot of people believe we out the top 3, but if you do take the 2 years, you get some good players out of that. Hopefully, some elite players, and then from that point forward, you got to figure out, if these players, you see them on a trajectory, how to build a championship roster around them. I don't know how long that's gonna take though. Like you talking about 7 years. What if that's 7 years for us? Like even if we do get the players, we don't know if they gonna be on a it could be a bust or it could work out. But at the same time, if you see what you got, then it all matters of okay, what are the pieces we can put around these guys? But we don't know how long that might take. That might take 7, might take 6, might take 5. But all I know is the real winning for this team starts after 2026. In my opinion, I don't think we're gonna see no sort of winning no time soon, this year or next year.
It's time to trade for a
It's just
nigga,
the
just like
bottom
we
line.
traded for Jason Kidd, bro.
Can I say this to you, Leaf? I understand overreacting at the commentators talking about bad about the refs, but like, what about the Nets not actually following the tank form? Because every time we called that out, you said, "Oh, it's all part of the tank rules." Now, because the commentators says about the refs, it's all gone to hell. Leaf, why did you agree with us weeks and months ago, Leaf? Because now you finally opened your eyes, man. That it's not guaranteed. Like we have.
No, that had nothing to do with it, bro. You
Yes,
gotta
it
remember.
did. We didn't do
No,
it the
no,
right way. We
no,
got from damage control. That's what we did.
It had
But
nothing
you
to do
said
with. It had nothing to do with it because it's teams under us that's under investigation. That's
so
why.
calling out the refs is bad. How's that bad?
I'm just
Winning.
telling, bro. Hold on. I'm just telling you. Anytime the team has called out the refs, they paid for it. That's all I told you. That's
And
all I
that's going to
told you.
take us out
I
of the
don't
top
think that's.
5
I don't
pick.
think that's
I
gonna
don't
take
think
us
top
out the.
5 we're going to
Yeah,
take it
I
out
don't
the
think
draft.
that's
Come
gonna
on.
take us out the top 5 at least. Top 3, you might have an argument, but
I'm gonna come
I
back in this
please see us 4
motherfucker
and
in
5.
May, bro, and then y'all can tell me what y'all want to tell me. All
Leaf,
I
I was
know
telling
is,
you
bro.
facts for weeks and months that we weren't doing this the right way because of a comment about a referee. Now it's all bad. Explain that to me, Leaf.
If we out of top 5, you gonna blame it on the front office, and I'm gonna blame it on this night, bro. We got what we got. The bottom line is, what the fuck have we done in the draft?
I mean,
Bruh.
Toronto's head coach cursed out the refs too.
Yeah,
So the
Jamie
same argument
Bickerstaff
can be made
coached
for
out the
them.
refs too.
Listen. At the end of the day, again, what I'm saying is, when you ask, I'm answering questions. I'm not trying to yell. I'm just answering questions. Cam Thomas got a natural scorer. Call it what you want. I'm not asking for your opinion. This is what happened with the draft. Part of the rotation. Noah Clowney, part of the rotation. I'm not saying they great players and whoop-de-whoop. I'm saying they part of the rotation. And what you want is players that's going to be part of the rotation, not go to the G League like Derek Whitehead, respectfully, and just take a long time to be developed. And with the Brooklyn Nets, and respectful to Derek Whitehead,
Noah
they knew what
Clowney
it
was in the
was.
G League, bro.
They knew what it was. But what I'm saying is, yeah, they put a player that they got from 2021 in the G League. That's to be expected, in my opinion. They got every NBA team gets 3 two-way contracts. What they did is made sense. They pulling rookies out of college, pulling freshmen out of college, making them rookies in the NBA so they could develop in the G League, get them now while they have the chance to get them, because they might not be available at the same draft pick the next season. And Sean Marks is looking for that kind of forward, somebody that could stretch.
That's the players that you don't want to. That's the players that we don't want. Not necessarily don't want, but those are the players we're talking about. What we're doing this tanking thing for, you definitely don't want.
Right, but
that's the main point.
I'm trying to.
We don't want repetitive players, is what LM is saying. I agree.
What I'm saying is, I'm trying to be specific to him being the 21st pick. If we get a top 3 pick, which we never got in mad long, then yeah, with Jordy Fernandez in this article, and what this valid article is explaining, is that Jordy Fernandez, and we could see this, and I can see this with my own net fan eyes, that it is a success as far as player development. The more important thing for any top draft pick to get is a coach that can develop their game.
That article's fraudulent.
It's not about the article. It's about
thank you, LB.
Hold on, it's about what I just said. You need a player to be developed the right way. How many times is they going to get a number one pick and it not be successful? Who was the number one pick this year? Who was he?
Zachary.
This is
How's
but
he doing?
yo, he's
is he putting up power numbers?
Breezy. We can't do. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that because we don't know what he could be in a few years. He's only 19 years old, bro.
The only reason why he went number one is because Alex Saw didn't want to go to Atlanta, bro.
I'm contrasting.
And by the way, Alex Saw looked like he's been balling these past few games, so he looked like he's gonna do something. He put up 30. He put up 34 against the Nuggets, and they won. Had 34 the last couple of games. He's been balling. He's been averaging 23 over the past few games. So Saw turning into his own. Saw looked like he gonna be something.
Yeah, I seen him against the Knicks. Not impressive.
He dropped 19. He dropped 19 and 7. He dropped 19 and 10. He looked like, and he got a 3-point shot, and he could put the ball on the floor. He can create for
He
himself.
averaged 6 points per game, man. Stop. No,
I didn't even know he was a number one pick.
No, the last
he was the number 2 pick. I'm talking about the last couple of games.
The only reason why he was number 2 because he didn't want to go to Atlanta. Zachary Reese say, bro, got to play behind Trae Young.
And we still don't know what he's gonna. He just got drafted. We don't know what he's gonna be yet. That is hasty to say that he ain't do nothing yet. It's his first year.
So if we draft this, if this the numbers he putting up his first season, whoever we draft, y'all happy with this?
Look at the team that he's on. Look at the team he got drafted to.
Yeah, it's a lot to go into players.
Mind you, and on top of that, he got drafted to a playing team. At that, a playing team on top of that with Trae Young before they made the trades. He never was going to be the number one option. That was a dub. So he can put up better numbers next year.
So I don't even know how the Hawks won that.
What I'm saying is, what are we supposed to expect? I'm pulling up number one picks.
That's good right there to be playing behind somebody. That's still almost 12 points.
So let's get to the nitty gritty. What do we expect from the player what kind of points what would be a successful season for whoever we draft?
It depends on what the roster look like, bro.
That field goal percentage scares me,
bro. This is what I'm saying, bro. Like,
you can't come to a medium, bro. Like it depends on the roster. You ask
his first
the question
year.
that you asking, bro. Depends on what we look like come opening night.
All right, it's a rhetorical question. I'm gonna answer my own question. What I'm saying is this: when it comes down to the Brooklyn Nets, if you not build it around the player you drafted, all this losing does not make sense. I am not. If I'm the Brooklyn Nets or whatever, right? Why would you get a free agent to lead that guy? And the free agent in 2025 ain't even that tough.
I never said a free agent.
I'm not talking to you. I said if I was the Brooklyn Nets, I'm not talking to Leaf. I'm talking. So again, when the 2025 draft is not, the 2025 free agency isn't, when I put it on a scale, the 2025 draft is more important than the 2025 free agency, period. Now, that being said, that's part of the plan. Whoever we get, I want him to be a shot creator. If y'all don't want Cam Thomas to be the number one option, like y'all keep saying, then it gotta be Dylan, Ace, or Cooper, which was my point. You're not gonna name all of those players and say all of those players 1 through 30 will be a number one option over Cam Thomas. It's a lie.
We gotta see who develops, Breeze, with all due respect. We gotta see who develops better.
It's always these different factors.
Why is this coming back to Cam Thomas? What the fuck are we doing?
Hold on.
Y'all didn't say that. Y'all didn't say it.
Nobody said that.
Nah, Breezy, go to that Twitter thing now.
The lie on the page like that.
Go to that Twitter thing, Breezy. That I tell you in.
And even y'all talking about the bottom feeder teams got more talent than us anyway. So realistically,
Breezy.
Washington,
Wizards of Portland who beat us,
Utah.
What they said about
Toronto,
what they
Portland.
said about
Shall we
Detroit,
go on?
what the article said about Detroit was
But
dead
those,
wrong.
those teams got players on it
And
though.
what they said about
They
Detroit
have better
was dead wrong.
talent. Lee. That's the bottom line,
Washington
bro.
and Portland should have been the wake-up call for this
Most of them players
organization.
on their team would be the best player
Washington,
here.
What
That is
about
a
what they
fact.
said
saying
about
these players
Detroit?
going to help Washington get out of the state they in.
No,
They going to
what
play
did they say
better
about
because they've
They
been
Detroit?
just started. They rebuild.
What
They
did
beat
say
us
about
twice,
They
Breeze.
just started. They rebuild. When?
Yes.
When?
Look
When
at
they
what
traded
This
Bill.
year.
I
Bill?
hope
When they
they're gonna beat
traded
us
Bill,
3 times next
yes.
game. I hope
Yeah, they
so.
got
So
a
that's
number.
who
They
said-
just
I hope
started.
so.
They rebuild. You talking about? Oh, they didn't do nothing yet. Of course they ain't
They
do
were
nothing yet. They
rebuilding
just
last
started
year
it.
too.
No,
They were
but they
rebuilding last year too.
this is their
Yo,
second rebuild, right?
yo, the
Because
reason that
No, it's not.
What the hell did we do since KD left? Nothing, bro.
No,
Why
hold
exactly.
on. No, we
why we
talking about
keep doing
Washington.
this?
Let's finish talking about Washington.
Yo, let's
They
talk about Detroit. Since they talked about Detroit is not doing it as good as it doesn't have
They
the
7
future
games over 500.
in
Hold
Utah.
on, LBO. Hold on. Before we even get to Detroit, bro. First off,
said that about
Bill was
Detroit last
averaging
year. I said
30.
that about
They
them
still
this year.
have Bill, and Bill was averaging 30 on a losing team. The scoring that he was doing nothing. The
How many
GM
times
who
did
came
they-
over from the
when they
GM,
had-
hold on, who came over from OKC, mind you, he's a Sam Presti dude. Came over from OKC, took control of Washington. First thing he did, yo, Bill, you out of here. You going? What you're doing is not contributing. Sent him over to Phoenix. Got some good capital back. Then after that, first thing he did, yo, Sarr coming up. Let's try to see if we can get him. Let's try to see if we can, you know what I'm saying, get something in the draft. Sarr is legit they first pick. Besides freaking what's his name? Kayshawn George and Bub Carrington. So those are 2 players that they got so far. They rebuild just started. Realistically, this is probably year 1. So that's the team. If they put it all together, you gotta watch out for if you're us, because if they put it all together, that's a team you gotta compete with again. LBO is about to bring up Detroit. That's another team you gotta compete with, bro.
I'm
Who has
saying,
better
when you
talent than us.
look at their they got the 2 most important positions historically in the NBA, the point guard and the center, and they're both like 22 years old. They could have them for the next 10 years. Those are franchise cornerstone building blocks. That's what we need. And you know, and one of them ain't even a real scorer.
We need a core that can start. That's what we need. That's the one thing that Leaf has hit the nail on the head about is you need a starting 5. That's the one thing you can write about.
Listen. I'm not giving y'all opinions. I'm giving y'all facts. 7 seasons in a row, the Washington Wizards had a lottery pick. That's a fact. So,
7 seasons.
Jesus Christ.
7 seasons in a row, they had a
What
lottery
7 seasons you talking about?
Yeah. Wasn't Bradley Beal on the team like 3-4 years ago?
That's what I'm saying. Bill was on the team 3-4 years ago.
They were still bad. Niggas
That's the
motherfuckers still
point.
bad.
That their rebuild started when Bill got out.
I think
That's the point that I'm saying.
I think I know what he's saying.
The rebuild wasn't starting when Bill was still on the team.
LM, what he's saying is they were bad with Bill, just like we're bad with
They was
Cam
building
Thomas.
with
So you
Bill,
get rid
and
of-
they was
so you
building
get
without
rid of
Bill.
Bill.
They still getting draft picks.
Bill was part of the John Wall in that duo. They went to the playoffs. They was in the second round.
LM,
What
let
I'm
me just
saying
give you
is maybe if we get rid of Cam
LM,
Thomas
LBL,
like we got rid of Bill.
Nah, you're not saying that. You're not saying that.
Hold on, let me say what I'm saying. Let me say what I'm saying. Bro, Alex Saw, that's a lottery pick. Jarrett Walker, that's a lottery pick. Even though it went to Indiana, that's their business. They still had a lottery pick. Johnny Davis, that's a lottery pick. That's 1-8-10. Corey Kispert, number 15, lottery pick. 9, Denny Avdija. Right, Avdija. Right, him, lottery pick. Rui Hachimura.
That's them
Season
Israelis.
before that, lottery pick. Season before that, Troy Brown, number 15. Oh, well, no, not a lottery pick. So I'm sorry, not 7, but 6 seasons in a row. If the NBA, this is what I'm saying. You saying they don't care. Maybe they don't. They keep sending these high draft picks to the Washington Wizards, and they haven't built a franchise. And again, you could call it what you want. That's a lot of lottery picks back year after season after season. So how much is the NBA supposed to give?
Breezy, you're Breezy,
You're not
forgetting
giving
the
full. You're
point.
not giving
You're
full
forgetting the
context to that
point.
shit at all.
Wait, hold on. Easy. You're forgetting the point. They got their picks. You're right. But Bill was still on the team. They wasn't starting that the rebuild was not they wasn't getting pieces to build around Bradley Bill, bro. They was getting pieces to see, well, let's see who works. Let's see who, you know what I'm saying? They was losing with Bill. That's a fact. But until Bill was traded, their rebuild did not start. Bill was getting it going on his 30s, bro.
Let's call it what it is. Even Bill is part of their rebuild and what they do, bro. He was
he was not.
He was like number 3. They paid Lil Jon.
I'm talking about now, Breezy. I'm not talking about when he was drafted.
I'm saying they always got high draft capital. They always the NBA always go to the. How long do you want the NBA to go to all these other teams before
they not
successful.
Started.
They didn't get no championship.
The rebuild started.
We don't have a championship, so what's the point there?
No. The rebuild
the same way they did.
Well, look, the rebuild starts when you become young. When your team becomes
if we draft the same way they did, that don't mean we was gonna get a championship out of it.
Bro, most of their picks was non. We talking about our pick being a top 3 pick.
Yeah,
most of their picks was 9, 10.
You making it seem like if we did all of this, bro, we was gonna have a championship. No, it's a lot of teams that did this shit. They ain't get a title.
And there's a lot of teams who picks they got that didn't work out. Washington is not part of that. There's a lot of people who picked and they players didn't work out. Not just Washington.
Teams that been picking top 5 for years and they ain't work out.
Exactly.
Why
the NBA gonna stop giving them
if we get it, we the exception.
Thank you. We're not the exception just because they didn't work out with them. They probably still look at Washington as a give Washington ace.
We don't even know.
I don't know what makes us the exception.
Yo, you know what?
Like y'all don't make no sense.
Yo,
to me.
we need a structure. Everybody talk about all these different factors. You need a structure to be a good team. We haven't had a structure in 8 years. We need a structure. That's where it really starts.
And then brings that with the coaches.
He's one guy, though. But Brings, with all due respect, he's one guy. You need a whole everything. You can't say one guy. You act like he's Kevin Durant.
No, let LBO go.
We got to see if. Just like I said about Jordy, what happens when he gets real talent? Now we got to see what happens with Marks when he gets a high draft pick. How does he draft? We can't project. Project that he's going to take the right guy. So that's what I'm saying. You know, we can't project that. Well, he took a good guy at 21 or he took a good guy at 24. No, we got to see. Well, now you got top 6, you got top 5. Let's see who you get. And maybe he'll make a mistake. Maybe he won't. But that's what I'm saying. He got to prove himself.
And a lot of the picks that we had when Jeff Peterson was here. So unless y'all, there's really going to have to be a close look, bro. That's why I said if we get the top 3 pick, you don't have this. If you get a top 3 pick, you don't gotta use brain power to select Dylan at 2. You don't gotta use brain power to select Cooper at 1. It's an easy choice, bro.
Ellen, let's call it what it is. Just as a fan, I'm gonna say this, then we're gonna go right back to Ellen. As a fan, when I look at all of the teams that may get the top 3 picks, where I will put the top 3 picks, I will put. Now I'm getting some of this segment from Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas said Dylan Harper because his father played there. Cooper Flag because the Brooklyn Nets need him and he gave a whole soliloquy behind it. And I forget what he said, Ace Bailey. But me, I would say Dylan Harper to the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets franchise has had success with point guards. I can't really debate the whole Ace Bailey thing. It makes sense. It's easily to debate what I'm saying, but the reason why I'm saying that is because I've seen the success with Jordy Fernandez in point guards and him with somebody with a pedigree, championship pedigree, and a Dylan Harper. He got basketball in his blood. You know what I'm saying? I think he got help.
He need to slow the hell down on that championship shit.
Gilbert Arenas is biased. He only likes big markets anyway. He's kind of
like
remember like when Stephen A. Smith used to joke about, I want to see Miami play
The Lakers.
Because I want to be in Miami or I want to
Yeah,
be in LA.
yeah,
But so
yeah.
hold on,
That's
where
what
does
Gilbert
Cooper make
Arenas
sense?
is.
But no. But before that, where does Cooper make sense? It's not the Brooklyn Nets. Where does Jalen
Utah.
Harper make
Utah,
Utah, Charlotte.
Washington. I think
Utah,
Washington.
Charlotte.
It's a hot take
Utah.
for me, but I think Washington fits. For me, I think he would fit in there. But I think Utah or
Or
what
Charlotte.
the other team or Charlotte, yeah, he fits there.
Charlotte should.
Charlotte, he
This is
played
going to be
Dookie
Charlotte
right,
third
he right
year,
at
and
home.
this is about to be Charlotte third year in the top 5, bro. Just off the strength of what the Pistons got last year, bro, they should be probably picking number 5.
All right,
And on
but
top of that, you could pair Cooper with Brandon Miller, LaMelo, Mark. Like they got a good core there that you wouldn't mind seeing. And he kind of in the back court
I'm not
because he
putting
play at
Cooper
Duke.
on that damn injury staff. Fuck that.
yo,
They don't care about that, bro.
Yeah, he
No,
might
but-
go.
You do care about that if you the NBA, bro, because you looking at history, bro. The Charlotte Hornets is fucked up. I'm not putting them against niggas that stay hurt.
So why you disagree
Hell
with
no.
Breeze? Breezy said that a few minutes ago.
I'm not agreeing with Breeze. I said Utah.
He could also go to San
But
Antonio.
Breeze said that as well. He said, "Why would you put them in New Orleans?" Or whatever?
Right.
Go to the
Their
Spurs
system,
too.
their team
Like,
is on
you
good.
don't gotta
He just
debate
said that.
Like, you be making it seem like you gotta debate me, but you don't have to debate me, bro. I'm pretty sure people will still like the podcast if we agree once in a while, bro. Like, some things is no reason to debate
If
me.
we,
on. Like,
you mean if we agree with Breezy? That's what you mean. That's what you really
we
mean.
agree with Boosie. No, I'm talking about you. I'm not talking about.
Yeah, I know you talking about me. If I agree with Breezy, everybody would like the podcast much better.
No. I'm saying you don't have to disagree with everything I say. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
If I was about to say the same thing to you. I was about to say the same exact thing to you.
Stop.
Yes, I was, nigga. Because every time I was going some shit, you're like, nah. I disagree.
Yo,
A lot of the stuff you.
But
said
y'all
is
did it
madness, though, for real.
right. But what I think what Breezy's saying is even though the injury thing you pointed to, Leaf, but he was saying, yo, why would they put Cooper or them on New Orleans? And he was saying that.
They might
So
put him
y'all
on
basically
Miami.
making the same point, regardless
Bro,
if he talking about injury
hold up.
or he talking about record.
I never said New Orleans, and I never said Charlotte. I said Utah.
You just
was the
said why would they put him on an injury riddled team?
Utah is not injury riddled, bro. They another team that been sitting niggas unwillingly,
they
bro.
doing that on purpose.
Come on, bro. Everybody, you really buying that Utah's, bro? They ain't getting fined, bro. The only reason why they ain't getting fined is because they helped the NBA get Luka to the Lakers. That's the only reason. They was the third team in that deal.
He could go to Miami. He could go to San Antonio.
I think San Antonio got too many wins. As much as I would like to see him there, I think
if
they got too many.
If San Antonio get a top 3 pick, bro, I swear to
They
God,
too
bro,
far. They too far.
it's gonna
up.
be a
They
while
way
before
too
y'all
far
niggas
up.
hear from me again, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They're way too far up. I think they out of that. I think their pick is probably going to be like 10 or 11.
Exactly.
They're fine where they at right now. It's us that we need to worry about.
Hold on. Now can we get to what I was saying? Now, okay, Reed Shepard. What year did he get drafted?
Last year.
Last year.
What's year?
Third pick.
No, Reed Shepard.
Last year. Yeah.
Okay. So look. Okay, we had 32 wins, right? Now, okay, what year did Tatum get drafted?
2017.
2017.
Yeah.
2017 to 2018.
We was the worst team in the league, bro.
Yeah, I think it was 16, 17.
And by the way, the Celtics had the number 1 pick. They traded down and they still got Jason Tatum.
No, I know. So I'm just trying to make sure it was 2016, 2017. We got Brown.
Yes.
I mean, not.
No,
Brown.
they got Brown.
He
Yeah,
was the worst in the league with 20 wins.
he was 20 and 62. Yeah, that season was horrible.
Right. So we was 20 and 62. We got the third pick. So you don't have to be dead last and get the first pick. So this is a fact. This is just the facts. This is not
what year you talking about?
This is
2016,
2017, where they got Jaylen Brown. So in the next season, 2017,
them niggas did a robbery. They was the 4th seed in the East, I think.
Right, 2017 to 2018, we had 28 wins. We weren't the last pick, but we had 28 wins.
Hold up, go back to 16 and 17. You said we had the worst.
Wins.
We had the worst. We had the worst team. We had the worst picking. We had the worst record in the league that year.
Yes, 20 wins.
We got Tatum that year. We got We had the first. We had the first pick. The Celtics just traded the shit to the third, and they got Jason Tatum anyway. So we did have the first pick that year.
Yeah, they got the first pick.
I did my homework on that.
Okay, good work.
So what you saying, man?
So okay. So 20 wins, the last team. So we won't say technically. My point is that looking at what happened already, we wouldn't get first pick contingent on us not being the last team in the league. But we still have an opportunity to get the third pick because in the very next year, where we had 28 wins, the worst team had 21 wins. And that's not even second or third, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So and again, Tatum got drafted in 2017 and 2018, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We was the 8th worst team in the league that season.
Do me
and
a
that's
favor.
not our current circumstances right now. We don't have 28 wins. We got 23 wins.
Breezy, do me a favor on that 20 win team, on that 20 win Nets team. Click on it. Let's look and see if that roster is better than that roster now.
Nah, please don't. Please, no.
You see what I'm saying?
That roster was terrible, bro.
I'm not.
But when you lose, you supposed to be, when you lose, you got to get rid of all them veterans, right?
But LBO, that we was tanking for free. That's the thing that I'm talking. We was losing for free and giving Boston that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what's so stupid about the way we went about it early this year. It's like, get rid of all of them dudes, play the young guys forever. You remember I wanted what's his name to start. I wanted him to develop. I wanted him to average like at least 12 a game. Saying Clowney. I wanted to see him develop. All I see now is a dude who's regressed, who just be in the corner or at the top of the key shooting threes and don't rebound anymore.
Yo, you seen that another double dribble? He did the same double dribble like the last game. He trying to shoot the three. He changed his mind.
I think he trying to work on his handle.
He changed whatever. Isn't that a double dribble? It is a double dribble. That shit was bad. Yeah. That shit is bad.
I think we could have picked better than Clowney at that spot.
Who? Like who? Picking Clowney. I mean, instead of Clowney.
I had him being a starter, and we were trading the other two dudes, DFS and Cam Johnson. So I had him penciled in as a
Cam
starter.
Whitmore went right before him, bro. Like that's the only reason why we picked him.
Yeah,
we could have got Leonard Miller there, but I don't know. I digress.
But that's what I'm saying. We got to see what Sean Marks is made of when he got the top 10 picks. And then, we got to see, is he taking this guy before he takes Derek Queen? Is he taking this guy before he takes Fizz? Is he taking this guy before BJ? We don't know. So we got to see based on what it is. And it should never be based on, oh, we already have Claxton. Oh, we already have Cam Thomas. Oh, we have Cam Johnson. It should never be based on that.
Oh, also as well, if y'all might want to tune in tomorrow because VJ plays against Cooper Flag in the tournament, so that might be a movie. So that's we gonna see. I think Duke wins that, but
of course,
I think Edgecombe and Cooper is probably gonna be the main.
What time is that game?
I think it's early. I think it's what 2:30. 2:30 in the afternoon.
Because I gotta go to a game tomorrow at LIU. My high school, the PSAL champs, is playing what's the name? Boogie Flan's old school. Stepping and they got Theo Ratliff's twin center sons. They both 6'11".
I saw they won against St. John's, Arkansas. They moved on.
Yeah. He contributed
tough.
too. He contributed. Boogie Flan contributed too.
He definitely did.
This is let's get to that part. Let's get to the March Madness part of the show. I'm gonna pull up the bracket and whatnot. But go ahead, y'all. I'm listening.
My bracket is over.
Yeah, talk to me about the brackets. I heard Leaf mad that he did
So far, Dylan is a Duke fan, so shout out to him.
Yeah.
But
So
me,
what's
I'm a Kentucky guy. Kentucky has been my team for years, so I hope tomorrow this two, I think it's Baylor and Duke. I'm gonna watch, and then we go up against Illinois with Will Riley and Caspers.
so
So
let me
I'm
ask you
hoping.
this. Let me ask Ice and LM this. What is North Carolina losing so early? What's gonna happen with them guys on there? Is anybody coming out or coming back? Because they got a lot of prospects.
They said that Powell he need another year, but realistically, he might not need another year because they took him out of the starting lineup and then they started playing Ian Jackson, and then they realized that they needed Powell back in the lineup because they wasn't doing as well without him. You know what I mean?
Right.
It messed up on him on the way he's playing, and I just think what I'm saying, that might have been the wrong team for both of them.
Should they go in the portal or should they go in the draft?
I think they should go in the. Yeah, I think Ian should stay in the draft. I feel like he was bowling early on in the season. I think he can help an NBA team depending on where he go. Same thing with Powell. I'll get the Powell should stay another year, but
So
I think he.
Why it's only 9 perfect brackets left? What was the upsets?
There was a lot of upsets.
Yeah, right. That St. John's was an upset.
St. John's was an upset. I think who else was an upset?
Mizzou, right?
Missouri. I think it was Missouri. I don't know. Yo, if Baylor wins tomorrow, Duke might be upset, but that's a high reach. But I'm just hoping that Kentucky gets Illinois out of here. I like Caspers and Will Riley, but them boys gotta go. So I'm seeing the only thing is with Kentucky, we don't have a 5-star recruits. Most of our players are seniors. So that's the only reason why we really made it this far.
McNeese State beat somebody.
Yeah.
Who
They definitely
upset?
did. I think Texas was an upset too. I think some people had Texas.
Yeah,
with
Trey Johnson got knocked out, right?
Yeah, he got knocked out. I think that was.
Fears is out. Trey Johnson
Fears is out. Yeah, Fears was out. That was another.
Yo, what's up with Fears? Fears' whole family play basketball. His brother, his father.
Yeah. Brothers playing.
Yeah. Even though he out, his stock, bro, he might be a top 8 pick.
But you think
it might be top 5? He might, yeah.
Ice, you think Zuby's coming back?
Who?
Ejiofor.
What we talking about? College?
St. John's.
Oh, I don't know too much about St. John players. I don't know too much about St. John's.
Okay, because he definitely be putting in work at 6'9", 240.
Yo, they said that that most of St. John players are like borderline NBA players. You know what I mean? That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what's funny. They always say that, but then you look in the league, and then you got like Champlain and all of them dudes. They be making it.
Right.
Yeah, I think RJ Lewis can go. Yeah, RJ Lewis can go. I think on the NBA team. I think he will fit on the NBA team.
What's the point guard name?
Kadari Richmond. He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah,
man.
Mm-hmm. He can fit on. He can fit.
He can't shoot though.
If you got dudes like, and I love TJ McConnell, but if you got dudes like McConnell on the Pacers that can get burned, I think most of these dudes they can definitely get some NBA minutes and produce somewhere. But
see, a lot of it has to do with the politics of how the coaches like to coach. Because if you just talk about like people in the park or people on the court, they could bust your ass and everything. But then
so there's non-perfect brackets are remaining. I know I ain't got one of them shits, bro. Like
my bracket.
All my shits got blown up, bro.
Yeah, my bracket is out.
The women's side I might be good, bro, but the men's side you can forget about it.
Maryland, I think, plays tomorrow with Queen. I think they go up against Colorado, so that's gonna be interesting.
Well, I got
Hold on.
here.
I ain't gonna lie,
UConn going
bro.
up against Florida. Florida got that 7-9 homeboy.
I'm not gonna lie.
Olivia.
The Sweet 16 and the Elite 8 is gonna be looking unrecognizable to a lot of people, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That dude is going in the draft at power forward. Well, they say he's a wing power forward center, whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? He's
For
6'11".
Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is.
Ain't nobody gonna find out nothing
Yo, what
about
do
these
y'all
players,
think?
Ice, bro, until they get here, bro.
Yago look like he about to advance. So
What do y'all think about the center on Michigan? Not Wolf, but the other dude, Golden.
Alex
Golden?
Condon.
Vladimir
Wolf is a
Golden.
power forward. The center Golden, I don't see his name in the draft.
Yeah, I don't either, but I'm like, that dude is freaking solid 7 feet. He looks like he could play.
Yeah, Wolf is in. I think they got Wolf going in the first round in the 20s.
I think
Wolf stock is
they
going up.
said Yago is going crazy right now.
Yeah, they balling against Wisconsin.
Yeah, I heard he was playing good too.
Say it again,
Yeah,
LBO.
he's balling against Wisconsin.
I kind of hear the pod when he's saying when he's comparing them to Scalabrini.
Yeah,
I can kind of see that.
yeah.
He's taller. He's bigger than him though.
He got. I think he got more skill than Scalabrini.
Yeah, that's
though.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Got a better handle and a better passer than Scalabrini.
Yeah, and he's 7 foot.
You said Brian.
So far, none of these
Scalabrine,
brackets is going how I wanted to.
Scalabrini was just in New York playing on the Georgia Messiah.
Yeah. Why is he the barometer? Why y'all keep mentioning Scalabrini?
Shit is ridiculous, bro. It can't get no worse than this, bro.
It's almost like
Yago almost got a
Yago got 8,
triple
7,
double.
and 7 right now.
Yeah, you can get a triple double if they keep playing.
Man, Yago.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm
Magor.
gonna try to watch some of the Baylor, but the last time that I looked at Baylor, that dude got to tighten his handle, man. I'm saying.
Who? Edgecombe?
Yeah, Edgecombe.
They all got stuff to work on. That was one of his flaws.
You know what, bro? It's time for us to start talking about trades, man. The hell with this draft. I think we talked enough about these niggas.
Edgecombe, because last time they played, I think it was either high school, where Cooper was talking crazy to Edgecombe, saying, "Yeah, you're not really who you think you are." Like he was talking spicy. So
it was in that not USA, the McDonald's or whatever. One of those.
Yeah, he was talking spicy to Edgecombe. So this is their rematch, basically. So I'm excited. I want to see if Edgecombe step up to the plate. You know what I'm
saying that, but Dylan was talking to Cooper, remember?
Yeah, he was too. They all were. They definitely, as much as people say Cooper flag, they good on. Well, I guess I'm not gonna. I would love if we got him, but I gotta give it to him. Dude can talk, and he back it up. Like he's one of the ones.
I mean,
that's a powerhouse team when you got Queen.
If Cooper talking back it up, bro, what the hell you trying to go back to school for?
You know, I'm saying when you had Queen, Cooper, and McNeely all on the same high school team.
Man, he had all of them. Asanu and Queen.
Asanu. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but everybody that's in the draft, he got this team was loaded.
Exactly. It's like, man, they must have got paid more than they did in college.
His team's still loaded now too. Like it ain't make no difference. His team's still loaded.
Yes. Player one. It's time to start talking trades. I had enough of talking about these niggas in the draft.
Nah, man, Jeremiah.
Trades.
Hey, Breezy, that's why I asked you to pull that up. See what the
nobody want to talk about no damn trades, bro. Like you're gonna have to make them sooner or later.
Pull that up on Twitter. The fans have spoken. You know what I'm saying?
Trades for who?
Right. No.
Something, man. Think.
Hold on. We're gonna get to the trades, but Iceman did send this content early, so I definitely want to get to that. Where's the content at?
Hey, I tagged you in it. And it's on my
Cannon Catchings to me on BYU don't look ready. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
He's not
ready.
I
mean, if he do go in the draft, he probably a second round. But He don't look ready. I think he need one more year.
It's on my page, bro. You can go to my page and then scroll down. You know what I'm saying? Like scroll down a little bit. Is it? Not there.
Yo, they doubling
Is it?
Yago like crazy, bro.
I tagged y'all in the joint. It's about Jeremiah Fairs. Right there, right there, right there.
The Houston
That poll
game.
right there.
I'm watching the Houston game.
Oh
Houston,
yeah, I think Houston got that already. I don't think they.
yeah, they're up 10.
Yeah, Gonzaga.
But BYU is up 11 with less minutes.
Nah, Wisconsin coming back. It was 89-82. Wisconsin coming back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was. I don't know.
So go,
They got 2 up.
Hold on, let Iceman speak to this. Just read it for the chat, and then get to what you think about Fizz being 50%.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was saying. I can't see it on my phone. I gotta wait till
It says, say the Nets land the 5th pick in June. Soon Cooper Flag, Dylan Harper, VJ Edgecover, Ace Bailey are all off the board. Who's your pick at the moment? And it say Fizz. The Nets fans say 50% Fizz. Well, why do you think it's such a warm, and that's a big number and a big gap between 20 and 50%. Talk to us, Ice.
Right? Because what he's been doing, like everybody keeps saying, he's supposed to be in high school. And I don't think everybody realized that how young he is. Supposed to be in high school. And he, you know what I'm saying, take that team and they say the team isn't that good, it's just him. You know what I mean? Carrying the team.
Do he remind you of Derrick Rose?
Yo,
nah.
He got a little bit, like I keep saying, he got a little bit of Westbrook and he got another player. I don't know what other player, but dude is nice. Like they couldn't stop him from getting to the rack. If he would have converted some of them layups, he probably would have dropped damn near 30 points. You know what I'm saying?
And they
as a
messed
point
up
guard.
a lot of assists too.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't hit nothing. They say he could have had like 10 to 12 assists that last game. You know what I mean? Like the dude cannot be stopped from getting to the paint at all. His jumper, his 3-point shot got a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? He still need to work on it. But he's like for real a point guard that you want. Like you can't stop the dude. You gotta like trap him. You gotta get the ball out of his hand. He like one of them players in high school. So being just turning 18, he'll be 19 in the draft. Like, dude is young. He got room to you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of room to grow.
What you're saying is the way that
I'm kind of listening to what he's saying. I'm kind of getting hyped. Like, yo, maybe this guy might be the right guy with Jordy Fernandez.
He
too.
creates mismatches. He creates mismatches because of the way he can handle and the way he can get to spots. So because of that, that gives you an advantage on offense.
What about the defense, though? What about his defense?
He do all right. He more like a passing lane. He'll reach, you know what I'm saying? If try to double team a little bit, reach in and stuff like that. But his offense is amazing. He can work on the defense too, you know what I mean? But his offense, like he's unstoppable. That's all they've been talking about. Like this dude is just unstoppable. You cannot stop him from getting nowhere he wants to go. He's getting where he wants to go at. And you see Trey Johnson? You see Trey Johnson, like they put 21% with Trey, like, you know what I'm saying? And Trey's ranked higher than him. They think he should be like the 5th pick in the draft, which is crazy. Go ahead, Ellen.
I think, yeah, especially because Fizz went, further than Trey Johnson. So you've seen Fizz play, but I think even over the past couple of games, Fizz has. Oh my gosh, Fizz have dominated. But I think realistically, only thing with Fizz is I would pick him, but I don't know how much Net fans would feel because he's 6'4". So if you're talking about him and Cam Thomas in the backcourt, a lot of people have been saying, "Yo, we need to have a tall point guard in the backcourt."
Look at LeVolt.
He wouldn't really fit.
I never say that.
LeVolt is 600.
No, I said not you. I'm just saying some Net fans like they don't want a small backcourt.
What you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, but look, they got 666 votes on that.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I think I would pick him. I wouldn't not pick him. He would definitely fit the team. I'm just saying probably because of the height, the defense level probably would be, it would be cookies on the defense.
I think that come from the Nets fans knowing that we had success with point guards, a backcourt before a front court. But they got Coleman before Kenny Anderson. So
yeah, but we haven't had a lot of success with point guard. So. Not
What about
recently.
what about Malawak? Ice, how you feel about him? How y'all feel about him? All three of
I'd
y'all.
rather have Queen.
Yeah, he nice, right? He nice, but he a little further down in the lottery. He's still in the lottery. You know what I'm saying? He a good. He got high upside too. He can shoot the three.
He's the definition of you really don't know what he's gonna be.
Yeah, right.
Like
You know what
his
I'm saying?
untapped potential. What are you doing, BYU? His untapped potential is like we really don't know. So people saying he can be a taller Embiid. People are saying he can be Porzingis archetype probably or something else. We really don't know.
I
Right.
see him
So
as
he would be he really would be a risk.
I see him as a Dikembe who could shoot the three.
The Kembe Mutombo.
Right. I don't
Yep.
know.
Oh
I don't
no.
know. He got offense though. If you
He
like,
do
don't
got
got
offense.
offense,
He
he
can put the
got
ball on the
offense.
floor. He can shoot the three. He got a mid range. He got a
Right.
post game.
It's just at Duke. He's you know what I mean. His role is not that because the
Yeah.
team is
I'm pulling
loaded.
up Dikembe stats, man. I'm pulling up Dikembe Mutombo stats.
Oh, here we go.
Yo, that team is too loaded for him to show anything. You don't really get nothing
Yeah.
from him from you know what I
Yo,
mean.
that the whole team is loaded. If Isaiah Evans was on another
shows
team,
the
Evans
difference.
might be higher than what he probably would be.
I'm trying to tell you. They say some got him in the first round, late 20s. Some got him in the second round.
Nah,
But
that's
like
too
you
low.
said, if
Late
he was
20s too low.
if he was on another team, he'd probably be close to the lottery too.
Because he might be the second best defensive center in the NBA in
Not
years
not
to
him.
come.
Not Maui Watch. Maui Watch in the lottery. Isaiah Evans. Isaiah Evans is in the 20s.
Right, but I'm
Oh,
saying if Isaiah Evans didn't go to Duke and he went somewhere else,
got you.
he might his rank might be higher because
Maybe
he's playing with such a loaded amount of
Maybe.
talent on Duke.
But look, they're gonna have to drop another one of these poll surveys tomorrow because after Queen plays, they're gonna say, well, who you want? Queen? Because Queen is a lot he's a lot better than he's more polished as a basketball player than a lot of guys, you know? Maybe because
But
he's 20.
Yeah, he's not as young though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's the
Hold
only
on,
thing.
hold
He a
on, hold on.
tweener than me. Like
Let me look at other because other is 7.1%, but for what it's worth, it's in 14 in the comment section. We're gonna go to that. And Oren, you're wrong. Dikembe Mutombo averaged 16 and 12 his rookie season, and with 4 blocks at that. So nah, man. I can't tell you.
look
I
like
can't say
BYU might be eliminated. So never mind, bro. If they don't get it together, it looks like Diego might be out too. But we're gonna see. If he Mutombo for our team, bro.
this is the first thing I want to show you. This is Mutombo numbers, bro. Mutombo numbers, rookie season 16, 12. Bruh. 3 blocks a game. What? If Kaman Maluak on this team, I need him on the team doing that. No,
It
that's
was
gonna
a
tell a
different
whole
league though.
story,
Breezy is
Owen. But if
so
a rookie doing this his first season, I'm happy, bro. Happy
well, he
we
ain't
drafted
doing that
him.
his first season. He's a project because he's only 18.
A heavy project.
Yeah, he was in the Olympics last year. You didn't see him, huh?
Nah, he was born in the Olympics.
Yeah. But you know what? Breezy is very transparent. You can see right through him because he's like, yeah, get that center. That way I get to keep Cam Thomas on the team.
Yeah, you can't afford to do that.
Y'all make valid points about Claxton. You want to see Claxton with some help, and then it's only 2 centers. And I don't think neither
Claxton
Sharp
can't
or
play with
Clax dominate the space where we couldn't draft a center.
Claxton can't play with another center though because he can't score. He can only score off of alley oops. So I mean, at least
And push shots.
Even what's the name could, even though he's not a big scorer. I mean, Aaron Gordon, at least when he's playing in that dunker spot, he could shoot. You know, but you gotta that could score. He can't play there and not score.
I think they had a trade. I forgot what I was reading. I think it was Bleacher Report, but they had a trade in the off season where they said they would like to see us. I think it was linked to Houston to give up Cam Johnson for Jabari Smith Jr.
Yo, John knows that this dude here, Billy Reinhardt, he blocked me on Twitter because I called him a Mark Schill. I said, yo, you just parroting stuff for Marks.
Yeah. Oh, Billy. Sometimes I be on it. I be agreeing with Billy sometimes, but then most of the times I'm like, like not all of his takes I really do agree with, but you know, it is what it is.
I don't
This is
see.
the most division Nets fans
I
have
don't
been.
think the third and the fourth guy is really point guards. Jace Richardson. He's like Seth Curry. He's not a point guard.
A lot of these dudes, I don't think a lot of them are. I think the only point guard in this draft is probably really possibly Dylan.
Well, Dylan, Nolan Traore, Fears, what's Boogie Flan. Although Boogie looks for a shot a lot.
As I'm saying, the dudes that look like they had Kyrie as a point guard, I think Kyrie is a two guard that can play he got good enough playmaking as to where you can put him at point. But
Yeah.
same thing with Steph. I've always saw Steph as a two, but
Yeah, that's the funny
he's
thing.
too small to play the two. So.
And that's the funny thing with Kyrie is even in college, because I saw somewhere where they put up a top 5 Duke and they had Kyrie on there. I'm like, how you put him on there? He only played 9 games in college. Come on.
Oh my gosh, yo. He still went number 1.
That's somebody who don't watch college ball. Because you ain't gonna put him over Jason Williams.
Or Zion for that matter.
Yeah, Zion was on there, and I'm like, he only played 1 year.
Zion, Tatum.
Come on.
Like a lot of dudes.
So, but I'm saying, but yeah, when it comes to those points, and then see, that's what I'm saying. All of this stuff, the trend of, I don't care if you're short or if you're tall, but if you could ball, that's what really counts. So some of these point guards, they like, oh, I need a 6'6" point guard. It's like, I'd rather have a 6'2" guy that could play than a 6'6" guy that's not as good.
Yeah, I think realistically, I think realistically, you're gonna have to just take best player available. Like I get what y'all saying. A lot
That's
of people.
What you always should do. Take best player available.
I get that you can't look at Cam Thomas and Claxton. You're like, no, I'm not taking them because they're like we are so devoid of talent that we're far from talent. Like we are incredibly far. You just gotta take pretty much the best talent available with the best player there, and going about your business.
I'm taking a big man in the front court if I'll get Fizz, like in the late part of the first round.
There's enough.
If you can get Fizz and Queen, that would be I think that'd be a good draft.
Who's known for defense in this draft as a big man?
Maxine,
I guess
Kalkbrenner,
yeah. See, the thing with Queen is his height is gonna say a lot about what I think about him. Because I don't know if he might be 6'8" or 6'9". I don't know if he's really 6'10". If that's the Queen.
Yeah, he's probably 6'9".
So that to me, I would take him if he's there, but the thing is just I worry because I don't know if he's really a 5 or if he's really a 4. Like
last play of the game.
See,
Last play at what game?
Oh, okay. Yeah, they won.
This dude took a bad shot, man. That was a horrible shot.
What game y'all watching?
Wisconsin.
BYU and Wisconsin.
Yeah,
BYU just advanced though.
Igor keeps going.
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be fun watching the Bonster here next year because I want to see if they go far. But I think next year college season is gonna be more fun though.
They're gonna be in the same conference, right?
Yeah, what about hold on? How many of the great play so Dylan and Ace is out, but Cooper's still in, right?
Yeah, Cooper's still there.
Is Queen still in?
He plays tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Queen. Yeah, they all play tomorrow. Cooper going up against Edgecombe tomorrow.
Cooper versus Edgecombe. What time?
I think it's early. I think it's like 2:30 p.m. in the afternoon. I think that's when that's early. I gotta check. Actually, let me check.
If only Queen's if only his teammate was as good as his sister. You know, his sister he plays with Angel Reese's brother.
Okay.
Queen.
All right.
They look like the same height. He's supposed to be 6'10".
Yeah. He's strong, but I don't know. He don't, he's like robotic though.
Yeah, 2:40 p.m. So they come on early in the afternoon.
Who's that, Duke or Maryland?
Duke from Baylor.
Yo, the Big Ten that knocked out Wisconsin, right? So that's the first, because before today, Big Ten was like 9-0 in the tournament. So now they got this loss.
So I think most of my teams is out of here. Texas is going. Only teams I really got left is Kentucky, Duke, Baylor. Well, Maryland. I still got Illinois in, but they might. I hope they lose to us. That's because of bias. But
you like that
Florida?
You like that dude on Illinois? That's not. You like that light skinned dude? I don't remember his name.
Will Riley?
Yeah, Will Riley.
Yeah, I think he could be. I like him. I just think he's too skinny. I think he got to put more weight on him.
Well, that's what I think about Nate Ament. I'm like, yo, that dude is freaking stupid, like Chris Claus skinny,
Yeah, he is skinny, but he taller than Will. Like he already 6'11". He already 6'11".
Nate is skilled though.
Yeah, he got way more skill.
Yeah,
like you talking, he already. I think Will Riley.
I think Pod got it right.
6'8".
Man, he's 6'11", right? Nate Ament.
Yeah,
but he's skinny.
He already 6'11".
He's skinny like the kid on Cleveland that was on Cleveland's G League team. What's his name?
Amani Bates.
Yeah, he's skinny like that.
Amani Bates
yeah,
is skinny.
Pod got it right. Pod got it right with Will Riley. He played like Cam Johnson. I was watching him. I'm like, yo, this is definitely Cam Johnson.
If he plays like him,
I think
Will Riley.
I think the catch and shoot. I agree with him to a certain extent. Like the catch and shoot game, I think he played like Cam Johnson. But I think the difference with him is he has better handle. Like if you see his shot creation, he can get a shot off for himself. I just think that he got to put more weight on him. Like I would be surprised.
Cam is a strong dude, but he's just. Well, I can say he's a big dude, but he's robotic,
Right.
He's not really athletic.
He's stiff, yeah. That's what
Hold on, Drew Timmy at 50?
50.
Drew Timmy at 50 points.
50 tonight.
he should be in the league.
You want to
he
bring
can't
him
be
over
stopping
here?
the G League.
Yeah, I wanted him to play.
Better than Clarkson.
Bro, that's why fans wanted him to come up, Breeze.
Yeah, and he's
He
smart.
might be too good for the tank.
I know he definitely too
50
good
and
for the
6
tank.
rebounds, 50 and 9 rebounds, or something like that.
And he could
Bro,
run.
81. He was 81% to score 50, bro. That's tough.
And he could run the offense through him. You
Oh,
know?
I thought that said he had 21
Yeah, he
rebounds.
missed.
I was about to
Yeah,
say.
he missed like five. He missed like 5 shots or 4 shots or something like that.
I like the fact that he had 21 field goals. So that shows that that's a lot of 2-pointers. And that's what I want from my big man. Post. I just want him to take more 2
Yeah,
pointers.
he shot. I think he shot 3 for 5 from 3 or something like that. I think it was 3 for 5 from 3.
I want
You know what I mean? Like he nice.
Y'all want Trendon Watford back on the team?
He was on the
I
final
like Trendon
four.
Watford.
See, I wasn't sure about Trendon.
Go ahead, Ice.
I wasn't sure about Trendon, Ellen, because like if you draft, you got to think if you draft another power forward, say like you draft Danny Wolf or Cher Fleming, like you know what I mean. I know Watford can handle the ball a little bit, but who's going to be better on the wing? You know what I mean? Watford played power forward, and he played point forward too. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if he's going to be safe.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like Watford too, but and then you got to remember he signed like a 1-year deal in the off season, so he might be looking elsewhere in terms of where he want to take his talents. Regardless, he only 23, but in terms of the picks and stuff and the rookies we got coming in, like I like Watford, but I'll give Rashid Fleming the spot over Watford immediately. I like.
But what is
know.
Drew Timmy? What is he? A power forward? What is he?
He plays center, but you know what I mean. I think he's too slow for power forward, but he plays center. But he can space the floor. He can do everything: drive, create. You know what I mean? Like he got nice footwork. He do all that.
He's sort of like what's that dude the Knicks had last year that went to OKC?
Isaiah Hartenstein?
Yeah, he's not as tall though, and he don't play D as well. But on offense, he's like him. He could probably.
Dang, he had 50 on 21 field, 21 for 26. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yo, but he been balling like that the whole time he got here. From the second half of Long Island season, like he been putting on like 20 a game, 18 a game, and they can't do nothing with Timmy in the G League. But fans was like they wanted him to come up. You know what I'm saying? When when they ain't signed back Killian, they wanted him to come up.
But who is he? Who is guarding him? Like a 6'6" guy?
No.
How tall is Drew?
I think he's 6'10". I could be wrong, but I think he's 6'10".
But who would?
You know what I mean? They ain't a lot of tall centers in the G League like that.
That's
but
what I'm trying to say.
They got players his height in there or taller than him that he played
Right.
against. He still be, you know what I mean? He still be putting up numbers. It don't matter who's guarding him. It don't matter.
Yeah, he could play. That's why I wanted him to play because he's smart. He went to the freaking Final Four with Gonzaga a couple of times, I think.
Yeah, fans
I
was
just
calling for him.
think that we got to figure out, even if it's a mixture of G League players and drafts and all that, and that's fine. But
It's gonna be.
No, it's gonna
It's
be
gonna
our
be, 'cause-
first round picks, and it's gotta be. We gotta just go on talent, man.
yeah, our pick we definitely got to hit. Like if it's Milwaukee or the Knicks pick, then it is what it is because
And I'm
that
telling you this. You know how Dylan said it's a failure if we don't get a top 3. I'm gonna say if we don't trade Cam Johnson before the start of this season, before the start of next season, that's a failure too. because
Maybe.
he guys.
Maybe that I heard talks of him going in the summertime. They said that teams might be interested in him in the summer. You know what I mean? And it all depends on who you draft too. You know what I mean? Because I think Drew
If we
Timmy
get a
might
wing,
be,
if we get a wing,
in the
then
summertime.
Cam Johnson gotta go. If we
Yeah.
draft a wing, he gotta go because it's too much. It's too much.
That's what I can't develop guys if he's taking 30 minutes. You can't.
Right.
You can't develop guys, and
Especially if you get Cooper Flag, he definitely got it there.
And for what
and
for what he gives you on defense and rebounding, almost any college guy can give you that. So it's really just about his shooting. So
Exactly. If you get Ace or Cooper Flag, I would say even if you get a Bashir, probably like you might have to. They might have to dip.
Yo, I heard. I gotta close out, but I heard you, LBL. You wild. We ain't trading Cam Thomas, man. But yo, man.
No, you said Cam Johnson.
Oh, Cam Johnson. Oh, okay. All right, my bad. I have heard you. My bad. I just that Spidey Sisters was on. You know what I mean? But yo, man, shout out to the panel. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the chat. We'll be back with more content really soon. Good night, y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
All right.
No, pardon. I'm gonna end the show right now.